Just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, went upstairs and fucked her. So now you see exactly what I was talking about.
Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
I was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then there's life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes
Yeah.
real fast,
Yeah.
and you learn how to beat 'em. If you
Yeah.
take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic. Got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. Yeah.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
Late night crew. What the fuck is going on, man? It's Friday, fuckers. Say what's up to your boy, eh? As I sip from my soda that I'm sure one of you motherfuckers is spitting. Feeling good, feeling great. How are you? Bob, what up? Janice, Latasha, Boston. Miss George, Chadrick, J-Dub, what's happening? Jerry, what it do? Janine. Tracy, what's happening? All gas, no brakes. Anita, what's good, ma? Feeling like a Friday night in this motherfucker. Don't it feel like Friday to you, motherfucker? Feel like Friday to me. Why would Facebook have you fired up for my show? The fuck I got to do with Facebook? You know what? Don't even worry about it, Chad. FBG Duck? Who slid for Duck? There ain't nobody left to slide. There's people left to slide. First of all, hit that like button, bro. That's what I need you to do. Hit the like button for me, dude. We've been slacking on them likes. So I'm gonna be on heads tonight. And if we ain't hitting that like button, I'm gonna be hitting the add button. My travels, the add button works wonders for that like button. Most YouTube channels are just greedy and just hit the ass because they can. Not me. I let YouTube do it on a conservative level. Add more is needed. Radio quiet today. Uh-oh. This is the first day of March 2024. What the actual fuck? Time flying. Yes, indeed it is. I got several weeks left of using matches. Big was happening. Bro, I saw some white people pull the most WPS shit of all time. We might watch that tonight. Don't you know I watched some white people run up into the courthouse, demand to see the bank records. The bitch said no. The nigga called the police, told the police, look, here's the statute. Come arrest this bitch. The police get there. He told the police, like, look, this statute, blah, blah, blah. That's a misdemeanor. And if you want to arrest her, I'm going to place her under citizen's arrest. And the statute states for me to place her under citizen's arrest, I have to deliver this person to a magistrate. We're already at a courthouse, so I don't really want to do that. So I'm asking you to place her in custody. It was the most WPS shit ever, bro. I ain't never saw a motherfucker. And this is like a motherfucker that work up under the DA. This nigga like, place this bitch under arrest. Man, white people, bro, they courageous. I have a video that I'm thinking about blind reacting to. The video is called Raw is Racist Part 1. Seemed like an interesting video. Don't ask me why. That might be on the list. I do. I'm gonna hit a couple short things first. Do you want to see what it looks like for some British teenagers to eat Wendy's for the first time? Over in Britain. Well, thank you, Janine. Until y'all see this. I'm gonna tell you, it was not what I expected. Before I play it, what do you think you're gonna see? How do you think they gonna accept it? Or not accept it or whatever? How does that go? Let's find out.
Tactical nuke incoming!
The Baconator.
The names that these American people come up with.
That's a good name.
It is a good name.
The Baconator.
I never get nothing like this in the UK.
Nigga, you know you don't talk like that for real. Stop.
3, 2, 1.
That's delicious. Oh my word.
What the fuck are y'all over there eating, bro? I thought this shit was supposed to be beneath y'all, nigga.
This wins, I don't care. No.
Is Wendy's close to here?
Too much bacon.
Okay. The Bacon.
Them niggas love that shit, bro. Well, looks like they gonna be coming through there, Jazz, because they fucks with it heavy. Exactly, Bob. Might as well be. Excuse me. All right, here's this other short one I want to show you. I want to show you this cop flip out when he got caught falling asleep, nigga. Or not even falling asleep, but caught asleep.
How long should we let him sleep? Yeah, wake your ass up. Don't touch me, bro. You mad because you got caught sleeping? Don't touch me, bro. What's wrong with you? Get off the street. So you want to go hands on, your body cam is not on, you got caught sleeping in the car, and now you touching me?
Why are you recording me? For what
Because it's my duty to. It's called the Right to Know Act.
For what reason?
Because you're sleeping in the car. While you're in that uniform, I can watch you.
Okay.
Why the f would you go hands on with me for, bro? Because you got caught sleeping in the car? You believe I record the police for no reason? I record the police because you just went hands on. You don't want transparency. You don't want accountability. Find a new job. We don't need.
This nigga really this mad, bro. He really this mad over. Nigga, you was asleep. I don't even understand. You should be begging this nigga to not tell. This nigga told him get off the street. Janine in the cut one time. Ladies break out the Methuselahs.
Cops like you that go hands on because they got caught sleeping. You don't give a fuck about your job. You don't give a fuck about the citizens. Go back to sleep. Go beat your wife. Go beat your wife.
Even the niggas like, go beat your wife.
Not your wife. The point of the matter is that you had no reason to go hands on, and you're a tyrant, and you're abusing your power. You need to find a new job. We don't need officers like you. Sleepyhead. See you later, tyrant. Sleepyhead.
Because nigga, go beat your wife.
I am a Division I basketball player. You're not talking basketball with me. That didn't go well.
Go beat your wife. Go beat your wife. Go beat your wife. Tom 8. What's happening, cuz?
Not the cap.
On count one, how does the jury find? Count one is rape. Guilty.
A guilty verdict on all charges against an alleged cult leader accused of raping a follower who tried to escape. Good evening, I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. Jurors in DeKalb County came back with 5 guilty verdicts against alleged sex cult leader Eligio Bishop. But he wasn't even in the courtroom to hear the verdict.
Fox 5's Tyler Fingert has been following this trial since the beginning. He joins us now with a closer look at that verdict and the sentence Bishop will face. Tyler?
Yeah, Russ, good evening to you. Alleged cult leader Eligio Bishop is now a convicted rapist, and
he gone.
Just moments ago, the judge sentenced him to life without the possibility of parole.
I understand that you all have reached a verdict. Is that correct?
After about 6 hours of deliberations, a DeKalb County jury found alleged cult leader Eligio Bishop guilty of all 5 charges he faced, including rape and false imprisonment.
Guilty.
The jury found Bishop raped a former group member as she tried to escape the alleged cult Carbon Nation and then posted revenge porn of the woman online. Bishop wasn't in the courtroom for the verdict because of COVID concerns, but watched from the DeKalb County jail and let out an audible noise before the judge ordered his mic off.
All right. Go ahead and mute courtroom C, please.
A woman.
Yeah, go ahead and cut his shit off, nigga.
And who has covered the group online for years believes the jury got it right.
I believe that it's a just verdict. I believe that the courtroom today was very quiet and somber.
Following the verdict, Judge Stacey Heydrich moved right into the sentencing hearing where Bishop's victims testified. He appeared to make fun of them.
He said my soul belonged to him, and there was absolutely no saying no to him.
You were our guy. Now you're a prisoner. Like you imprisoned us.
Bishop then addressed the judge.
I forgive you. I forgive you, and I still love you.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this. There's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga. I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company. Sometimes, you know, and for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga's wildin'. This nigga's wildin'. He wet than a motherfucker.
And the judge said she would have been lenient if it wasn't for how he acted during the trial. He was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Judge Stacey Heydrich called him
She's
a
like, I ain't even
master
want to do
manipulator.
you. The judge like, I ain't even want to do you like that. Nigga, the judge is like, I didn't even want to do you like that.
And a narcissist. We are live in DeKalb County tonight. Tyler Fingert, Fox 5 News.
Wow, Tyler, thanks.
Yeah, Tyler. The whole shit, he was acting a fool, bro. Bro, I think it was his goal to get life. I truly think his goal was, I don't ever want to go home. Ever. Now, congratulations, you've achieved it. Something ain't right with that nigga. Something just ain't right. I feel sorry for the victims. Excuse me. Because somebody like him that had the girls and the people around him like that, it's easy to just say these motherfuckers are stupid and shit like that. I get that. Trust me, I get that. The part where it's fucked up is, you know, he goes after the most weak-minded motherfuckers humanly possible. Cause that's the only way that any of this shit, bro. Who the fuck is any of that shit working on? If not the most weak-minded individuals. I mean, you see tried that shit with the judge and it got him life. How long did they say the jury deliberated? No, it wasn't long. Did he get on the stand? I don't think he got on the stand, did he? If he did, that had to be legendary. And if he didn't, that could have been legendary. Hey, y'all remember that judge we reported on? The one that shot her boyfriend and they locked her up? Or shot her ex-boyfriend, rather, and they locked her up? Do you remember her? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. Yeah, we got an update on her, my nigga. We got an update on her.
Tactical nuke incoming!
These folks are really out of control. They're getting into these positions of power and running amok, destroying everybody around them, from Illinois to Texas and Louisiana, California, and I could never leave out Georgia, where they're having hot girl summer all year long. You know, quote, acting bad like a city girl would.
Me, you wanna know what I do when I act bad? I do what the I want.
Whatever, I do what I want. I've been reporting on these city girl officials for years now. The first woman I named city girl mayor was Mayor Cantrell. I have an update on her coming up soon, so make sure you have all your notifications set for that. That's the OG city girl mayor. Now, Tiffany Tahoe of Dalton, Illinois, she came in and stole the title, just like how she's swindling all the money from Dalton and Thornton Township taxpayers. Well, I'll take that back. She didn't have to swindle or steal the title. I gave it to her gladly. Then the first city girl judge I covered was out of Georgia, followed by the city girl judge of Cleveland, Ohio, Judge Pinky. She got kicked off the bench last year. I covered that here as well. You know, the P-Valley fanatic that blamed her crazy behavior on menopause. Feel free to check out my playlist below in the description to catch up on all of these city girl officials.
Shout out to Pink Book Lessons. She the truth.
And now we have city girl judge Sonia McKnight out of Harrisburg, PA. First off, shout out to everybody watching from Harrisburg, but I need y'all to answer this question because I just don't understand. How in the world did this woman shoot her husband a couple of years ago, before her re-election? On top of all of that, she got wrapped up into these misconduct violations, dealing with her son's case and misconduct on the bench before her last election. And you all still voted this woman in for a
How the fuck does that happen?
second term? Well, as previously reported, the Triple OG Thug Life City Girl judge made the news once again while on suspension for the umpteenth time. She was arrested and hauled off to jail for shooting her boyfriend. Out here giving shots to the head, and then tried to convince him that he did it to himself, leaving the man blind in one eye. I reported that her bail was set at $300,000. It did take her longer than expected to get that bail money up, but I'm here to report not only did she bail out, but I got word that the Triple OG City Girl judge got out of jail and was spotted out partying.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up, but trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness, let's go to the abyss, nigga. I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know. And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
$300,000 bail. What's that to females like that? Oh, that's easy. It's called evidence. Pattern of behavior. But go off, sis.
Yes, the lady tried to end a man's life for the second time, a different
The second time.
man. Remember, this is not the same guy from a couple of years ago.
It is not.
This is a whole other guy. She got out of jail and went clubbing.
She
57 years old, so-called educated, law degree, law license, a sitting judge. Sounds like a horrible Tyler Perry script, but it's real. Take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates.
It's true.
57-year-old
It's
OG
damn
city
true.
girl Sonia McKnight jumped out of jail after being locked up for about a week following her arrest in connection to the shooting of her ex-boyfriend. Her bail amount was $300,000, and the first thing she did was go to the club. Take a look at what I have here. You're not going to find this anywhere else. This is exclusive. That's Sonia, the strong, sassy senior shooter, spotted out without her lace front, all in the club party.
That's that bullshit.
Like it's no tomorrow. Look at it. The lady on the left posted this. The city girl judge is standing on the right. She said, $300,000 bail? What's that to females like us? Just straight up ignorant. The punctuation is all wrong. And this is who the thug life judge is hanging out with at the club out on bail. She could care less that the victim, her ex-boyfriend, is still recovering. Now he's only got vision in one eye while she's out here acting like
She shot this nigga in the face, nigga, while he was asleep. This nigga woke up and she said, why did you do that to yourself?
a wild teenager. A judge, folks. A person who's got the authority to lock people up, and she's out here carrying on like this.
Not surprised.
Absolutely no shame. And that's one thing about them. They're bold with it. They get caught all the time. And you would think they would lay low. But no, she's not at home trying to get her house in order or get her life together. This lady is up in the club.
Yeah, I'm hanging out the window.
Yeah, you with the
parking.
That's what the I'm
doing the
talking
fuck I
about.
want.
Yeah, you living
Wait, what's going on here, Diddy?
life.
Yeah, acting bad.
Yeah, acting bad. That's what's up.
Just like Tiffany Tahoe and Dalton. She's been caught in so much mess. Initially, when I started talking about this woman, back when no one cared to report her, the local news wasn't even getting much traction when I pulled up with the bullhorn. But I just knew by the fall of 2023 that Tiffany would stop cutting up. She would lay low. I wish I could say that happened, but every time I looked up, she was acting a complete fool again. And as more corporate media continue to join in on the case, Tiffany's not slowing down. She's going harder with her criminal activities and the cover-up, yearning for a bigger camera to get in front of to continue living out this sick fantasy of hers. Tons of allegations.
I was late to the party and I thought she was going to slow down when I showed up.
Yet she's still putting on parties, still blowing money fast. I'm seeing that same energy
EMF.
with Judge Sonia, the strong, sassy senior shooter. Every year she's pushing the boundaries, stretching to see just how far she could go. This is why she's always suspended, refusing to do her job without violating the rules and breaking laws herself. Sonia is a very masculine woman, so she
Pause.
enjoys being in relationships with men that she could dominate. At the same
Pause.
time, she's abusing her power as a judge in her personal life and professional life, threatening the people around her, including the men. She's been using her position to aid in her toxic behavior towards these men, and that's how she's been able to get away with her antics for so long. It also helps that she's a black woman, and anytime she's held accountable, she can say they're only doing this to me because I'm black or because I'm a woman, allowing her to literally escape with attempting to take somebody's life the first time, and she's trying to get away with it again. Unfortunately for her, I don't think she's going to get away with it this time. At least I hope she doesn't, because I just don't understand what they're waiting for. Are they waiting for her to actually end a life? Thankfully, both victims are still alive. Although the situation with the
and even then, even if she ends up ending a life, that won't guarantee shit. Won't guarantee a damn thing.
most recent one was even more severe. He's well enough to tell his story, and good thing he is, because this devil tried to lie and say that he did it to himself. Then went out clubbing like Casey Anthony did. Remember Casey Anthony? Out of Orlando, Florida, who's gonna easily go down as one of the most evil, toxic mothers ever. She was out clubbing too while her daughter was supposedly missing. Another evil witch. But we have a sitting judge out here at the club when she shouldn't even be there anyway. This woman is almost 60 years old. She's just way too old.
She out there looking for some dick, nigga. She done paid $300K. She needs some dick.
Be at the club, especially after what she did to her boyfriend. And this is why when they
she hobbling to get in the police car, but she wasn't hobbling in the club.
Like they're so religious, but you look around their life and see they're not living by the word at all.
God is good. Yes, he's good. So I'm thankful and I'm grateful. Yes, God will intervene. Yeah, he will intervene, but he will also vindicate you of all righteousness.
What?
Yeah, this woman is evil. You are looking at the devil. That's who she's working for. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Let me know what you think about this below. Why would this woman go to the club after getting out on bail? What is she celebrating? Special thank you to Mr. Paul B and his lovely wife, Lash. I appreciate it.
I guess, nigga, she just saw some nigga happy to be free. I'm like, damn. I'm like, wait, you made the 300,000 bill and you hit the club? She acting like a dope dealer, nigga. Those are dope dealer antics. She riding around, she getting it. She riding around, she getting it. KS Dub, what's happening? I will say, I'm expecting to. I think everybody's just waiting for Tiffany for Monday, because the news is going eerily quiet about this bitch. It's almost like they don't want to spook her. Because Tiffany low-key probably sitting around like, yep, I finally won. She like, everybody was talking shit about how stupid my interview with Roland was, but you see the news ain't making no more videos about me. I'm like, I get why you could feel that way, but that's a dumbass feeling. They just waiting for you on Monday. Monday, we will be live. I believe it's 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. We will be live for that motherfucker. We got to see this bitch live. Got to see that whole live. I wonder what she gonna have on. I wonder what she gonna have on. I gotta see Donnell Rollins stand up. I don't know why Corey said wow. Mid. Robert in the cut one time. Ladies shall break out the Methuselahs.
Bring it to Methuselah!
I mean, it's just a grab bag tonight. Grab whatever the fuck I see. Yeah, and then the chick that came out and said that Puffy shot her in the face. Like, damn. The amount of snitching that's been going on lately has been outrageous. That chick on. I still can't get over that chick that was on Kendra this week. Yeah, we watched some crazy shit this week. We watched Kendra this week. We watched that fucking police chief get body slammed this week. That motherfucking police chief on his ass. And apparently, Academics and Meek Mill are gonna fist fight.
I'm a Division I basketball player. You're not talking basketball with me. That didn't go well.
Apparently, they're going to have a boxing match, which we'll see how that goes. How likely that is, I don't feel as likely at all. Hopefully something orange. Oh, would you try and get an early peek at what it's gonna look like? Nigga, y'all don't even understand. She gonna get to this motherfucker and she is going to moonwalk out of all of this shit. She gonna moonwalk out of everything. At the end of that shit, Monday night, y'all gonna be sitting there like, low key, she might be innocent. Bro, you heard the little white boy. The little white boy was getting weak at the knees. I was like, hold on, nigga. No evidence say that she really guilty. You like, nigga, maybe she isn't. This might be the thing that gets her off. No, this might be the thing to get you off. Theotis was happening. Okay, let's say I give you that she's guilty. Give me the charge. I'm giving it to you. Tiffany Henyard is guilty. Tiffany Henyard is guilty of what charge? I need a specific. What kind of fraud? Fraud is a very, very broad term. Is transracial really a thing? I keep hearing y'all motherfuckers try to say this shit. But first of all, we gotta watch one of the funniest stories about a police officer I've seen in a while. We have to do this. Her foundational fraud. Okay, that's okay. So that's closer around. Yeah, I can agree with that. Hey man, buckle up for this one.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Buckle up. Don't even know, bro. They don't even fucking know. Hit that like button. It's Friday, March 1st.
This officer was arrested by her own police department for shoplifting while in uniform.
That's right. This cop got caught shoplifting in uniform.
I mean, this is some shameful shit.
This is crazy. So this is Officer Robin Connor. She is 33 years old, and she was recently just arrested after being caught shoplifting in uniform.
Police officer has been arrested, accused of stealing a pair of shoes while on duty.
Now, Robin Connor, who is 33, served as a police officer in the Columbus Police Department down there in
Wait till you hear how she did it, my nigga.
Mississippi. Now, she's been working that job for 2 years. Now, as a police officer, Connor was making about $56,000 a year down there in Columbus, Mississippi. Now, on February 22nd, 2024, while on duty and in uniform, which I think is the most important thing to notate here, Connor pulls up to a Dick's Sporting Goods in her police cruiser, gets out, and she is in full uniform. She walks to the section for shoes and picks up a $140 pair of shoes and does the unthinkable. Decides to just walk out with them
Nah, this is evidence. Watch out. No, watch out. I got evidence coming through.
Without paying. Now, for all you people out there, store security is hard enough, but just imagine having to stop a police officer in full uniform for shoplifting.
I guarantee that security guard was white.
That's what the security at Dick's Sporting Goods had to do. So they stopped and detained a law enforcement officer in uniform for shoplifting. So now store security had detained this officer and now has called 911 that, hey, one of your officers here and we've detained them for shoplifting. So this was so unusual, that the police chief responded, the assistant chief, her supervisor, and the captain on duty. They all responded to Dick's Sporting Goods because they couldn't believe that one of their officers was literally caught shoplifting at that time. So the police department arrived around 12:30 to see their police officer detained by store security. The officers looked at the cameras and concluded that, yes, this officer, while in uniform with the police car parked outside, tried to shoplift $140 sneakers. So,
unreal.
So they also then arrested this officer right there on the scene and took her back to jail in her own patrol car. Now this
They took her to jail in her own patrol car, nigga.
This was even more shocking to her coworkers because this officer was one of those officers who love being an officer. These are her pictures from Facebook, where she's taking selfies of herself in uniform, promoting law enforcement and how great it is to be a cop. But unfortunately, she had other plans. Now, this arrest was such an embarrassment for the police department because they're supposed to have these standards of being able to vet people to make sure they're going to be good officers and be endowed with the public trust. The police chief had to come out and essentially explain
yeah, we don't know that bitch
to the public that, hey, this is a one-time occurrence and this officer is getting the book thrown at them.
We have a job to do. We're held to a higher standard, and the community is just starting to trust us, and to take this gut punch really hurts. That's why we fulfilled our obligation, not only to the store, but to this community.
Now,
yeah, but had she stole from a person, you wouldn't have gave a fuck. But since she stole from Dick's, y'all care.
Because of the police,
she could have stole $3,000 from a person. This nigga would have never said shit.
Union, this officer couldn't be fired on the spot. She was placed on administrative leave until further investigation. But in the meantime, Connor was charged with misdemeanor shoplifting for stealing goods worth less than $1,000. Now, she was taken to the Lowndes County Adult Detention Center and was given a surety bond for $862.
What?
Now, because it's a law channel, let me explain to you the difference between a surety bond and a cash bond.
I mean, I guess it ain't that bad. I mean, she did just steal some shoes.
Cash bond is just what it sounds like. You have the cash to bail yourself out. Judge says $1,000 bond, you pay $1,000 bond. They hold it, you go to court, and if you make all your court appearances, you get that money back. Now, this is different than a surety bond because not most people have $1,000 to put up for bail, so the court can keep it until their trial is over. So with the surety bond, someone else actually puts that money up for you, typically a bail bondsman, and you would pay a 10% fee. Now, that 10% goes to the bail bondsman. You don't get that back. So instead of putting up the $1,000 on your own and getting back the $1,000 when your trial is over, you essentially would just have to put up $100, 10% of $1,000, and you would not get that $100 back. That would go to the bail bondsman. So in this case, Connor was given his $862 surety
how did they even come up with the amount $862?
bond, which means she's probably put up about $87 to get out of jail. Now, because of the embarrassment of the whole thing, the city council had an emergency meeting where they voted unanimously to fire this officer.
The city council fires a Columbus police officer accused of shoplifting. The city council and the mayor met in a special call meeting today. In a 5-0 vote, the council terminated.
Fired her ass over some Air Maxes, nigga.
Robin Connor. Connor is accused of shoplifting a pair of $140 shoes from Dick's Sporting Goods store on Wednesday. Chief Joseph Daughtry says the 33-year-old was on duty in uniform and her police cruiser was parked outside.
Now, this was obviously a no-brainer, right? You can't have an officer in uniform who's just so bold with it to go in and out of places and shoplift. But Dr. Rashad Ritchie wants to make it a racial issue. Remember, the police chief is black, this officer is black, this is a black community. But in some way, Rashad Ritchie has to make it about race. Listen to what he says.
An employee observed them and detained the officer and called 911.
Okay.
We're putting her in jail. It's embarrassing for the department, but we're going to treat her like we would anybody else. Put up a picture again. You know, if she would have just shot an unarmed black person, she would still at least be suspended with pay.
So now,
I gotta give him that. Hey, that's not making it a race issue. That's just telling the truth. If she would have shot an unarmed white person, she would have been suspended with pay. Again, it's because she did something to a corporation. They have loyalty to corporations. That's what I'm saying. She could have pulled over somebody and got stole $5,000 from them. Watched them cash their work check, stole $5,000 from them. And the police chief still wouldn't come out and apologize for it and shit. If she would have shot a civilian, she wouldn't be fired right now. She stole a pair of shoes from Dick's, fired instantly. No, oh, it's pending investigation. None of that shit. This bitch stole a $140 pair of shoes. The police immediately fired her. They weren't worried about the union, none of that shit. But if she had shot a motherfucker, no, we have to wait pending investigation. Say what? Say it again. What's happening, cuz? Man, by the time she got to the point where she was just grabbing shoes and walking out, yeah, like, she had been doing it. Not only has she been doing it, she wasn't even hiding from security. Because she probably done stole in front of security before, where it's like, nigga, I do something, nigga. And then she tried the wrong run. She ran into Paul Blart. Paul Blart wasn't trying to hear that shit. No, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm going to have to call the police. And not you, because you're a fucking thief. Shit, TYT be tripping a lot of times. They worship the devil. God makes them feel so angry. That's satanic. Number 5. Man.
Now, aside from all the obvious race baiting, let's just keep it real. I think this officer has done this before. I think this officer has gone.
She thick. She thick-ish. I wouldn't fuck her. She a cop.
Into these shops and pick something up and has not paid for it before, and this is just the time they got caught. Because I just don't understand why an officer would go one time into Dick's Sporting Goods, pick up $140 pair of sneakers, and pretend it's okay to just walk out with it. Now, this officer was very proud too. Again, you're seeing all these Facebook pictures, right? This officer was proud of being an officer.
Like, what's going on here?
From the streets did she emerge, into the street she will return.
She belongs to the streets.
Wow.
Sir, but at the end of the day, didn't have any moral character. And it's essentially an embarrassment for the department. This has nothing to do with race. This has all to do with the content of this person's character. And this person should never wear a uniform again and should never be entrusted with anything from the public. But those are my opinions. What do you feel in the conversation? Do you
Nigga, any bitch that's wearing these fucking outfits.
Character. And it's essentially an embarrassment for the department. This has nothing to do with race. This has all to do with the content of this person's character. And this person should never wear a uniform again. Embarrassment for the department. Seeing all these officers would go done this before. I think this officer has gone into these shops and picked something up and has not paid for it before. And this is just the time they got caught. Because I just don't understand why an officer would go one time into Dick's Sporting Goods, pick up $140 pair of sneakers, and pretend it's okay to just walk out with it. Now, this officer was very proud too. Again, you're seeing all these Facebook pictures, right?
This is what got her fired. This picture right here, like. Mike, look, I ain't even gonna let you say that, Mike, because you know you was the one that had the bitch steal them shoes. She was stealing them fucking shoes for you. Just like a nigga, Mike sitting in the car telling her, if you love me, you gonna go steal them shoes. He's like, man, that bitch done did it in uniform. She reckless. Like, obviously, she's stolen hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of shit before she got caught. I fail to believe that was the first time she was that bold. Because that was the first time he's probably actually watching her. I'm sure that nigga was like, what the fuck is she doing with those? It was probably some shoes he was trying to get for his girl. How fucked up would that been? It was some shoes he was trying to get for his girl, and he saw her with them. It's like, yeah, wait, where you going with those? Man, you hit that? I mean, she a cop, so I can't unsee that. But I don't know, man. Maybe in a pinch. Her ass ain't as fat as it look. That's that stance. But look at that belly though. Let me grab my drink. Look at the belly though. I mean, this looks like an ad and back page. Back page. CEO, what's happening? The first, and what's crazy is we said it the first week of February, it didn't disappoint. Now it's like the first week of March, I don't think it's gonna disappoint. Granted, today is technically the first day of March, but you know, Friday ain't a real news day. But Monday, I think it's gonna start going down. Which would make 3 months in a row going crazy. You know what? I want to hear what academics had to say about Meek Mill. Because apparently, allegedly, Meek Mill had the police called to academics' house, which that's wild. Like, academics has to be lying, right? Like, there's no way Freak Mill did that, right? And are we really calling this grown man Freak Mill? That we doing that? Freak Mill. Y'all niggas is wild.
Hey, fake ass niggas, man. Nigga, yo, the nigga when we squashed our issue, the nigga said he been had my address. Bitch, I ain't moved. The fuck is you go on Twitter again talking about what's his address? You said you been had it, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? You gonna be the first rapper, I'm gonna make sure you got to prove it. It's fine. Ain't nothing ever happened to me before. Meek gonna have to be the first. I swear. He gonna have to be the first. Or else, we not finna believe you, my nigga. I told you I stopped believing you. Matter of fact, let's go live. We on every platform right about now. Here we go. This nigga just keep talking all this bullshit, man. I don't know why he think I ain't never hear this nigga talk this gangster to nobody. Boy, you almost got kicked out of Master's house when you try to fire on Travis Scott, but Michael Rubin told you better be a good old boy and apologize to that nigga, boy.
Oh damn! Don't expose him, Act. Don't do this.
You ran over there and apologized to that nigga Travis Scott, nigga, because you was drunk, nigga, off some perks. Now you super gangster with me because I don't know no white man that could tell you to stop? Talking about the governor told you. Nigga, what are you talking about? What is Meek talking about? Talking about, oh, when I get back, I'm going to be in front of Meek. You not about to be in front of nothing. Don't come to my... Listen, Meek.
Let me tell you how Meek Mill fucked up. How Meek Mill fucked up was giving somebody as lame as academics just such an easy W. This is such an easy W for him. This is such an easy W. This is layup city. That's what, man. That's why I'm like, I feel like Meek Mill, all this shit true because this is just goofy. He threatening people, running his mouth, saying all types of outlandish shit. Mind you, DJ Academics was like one of the last people to say something about this. And Meek Mill tried to act like he was the first.
Matter of fact, they're invited to my house. You don't come with nobody else. Anybody else on my property, we'll handle accordingly. You're allowed. You come on my property, and whatever you think you finna do, don't do when I ain't here. Do when I'm here. But I know the gangster's trick with this. You know the gangster's trick is, he's here to trick the black man. This is why I can't respect you gangster niggas. Y'all niggas like, over time, y'all whole gangster image eroded. You see, once we met niggas like King Von and shit like that, we realized that's what a real gangster is. Anytime you have problems, you handle it. Niggas like you always got an excuse. Yo, I can't wait to see 6ix9ine. I'm gonna make an example. You see 6ix9ine, yo, he the police, he trying to trick me off the streets. Nigga, which is it? Are you an activist? You a killer? You start tweeting all that shit about me just because you ain't think I was gonna say, bitch, my address is public. It's on Google. When are you gonna pull up?
Well.
And don't pull up and be like, hey, I'm pissing on his mailbox, y'all. Bro, the only time you should be taking out your dick freak millies for when you whip motherfucking Diddy, nigga.
Yeah, he's also a psychopathic murderer.
That's kind of funny. But let's get back to the origin of things. Let me just calm myself down. I'm going to be honest with you. I came on with a lot of energy. I'm going to tell you why. Because y'all might be like, why are you talking like that? If y'all going to co-sign anybody, you gotta realize everybody got families. Everybody got situations. Meek got online and said, send me his address. I'm pulling up to his house to shoot a music video and I'm going to piss on his steps. Y'all should know already, with everything I've been through, I don't take those words lightly.
I wish a nigga would pull up on my porch, shooting a music video dissing. Nigga, the fade is, bro, and I'm not fighting fair. I'm coming out with like a lead pipe, bat, broomstick, TV tray, whatever, nigga. Coming out the back like wrestling, nigga.
You're playing with your own health. And you're playing with the health of mine. I'm not into that. Boy, you mad because niggas said you sucked a cock? That ain't my concern. But you got to watch how you throwing threats around. But let me tell you something about Meek Mill. Meek Mill think he's invincible. I talk to all these rappers that are cool with him. They're all scared of him. I don't know why it is. He's going to have to show me why they're scared of him. Because every time I talk to them, they all admit to me in privacy, yeah, he's stupid as fuck. But, you know, it's Meek. Like, why don't you just tell me he's wrong? Nobody want to tell him that. So he gonna have to prove to me. It's the first time I'm at the cross point in my life, in my career, with the rapper. I need him to prove to me. And when he proves to me, I'm gonna be like, yo, y'all, he was right. But until then, Ben, I'm not listening to no nigga who went to jail for a wheelie and cried for 6 months. I got him crying like 2 months ago, talking about how some white nigga saved his life. Him and bunny hopping for all these weirdo niggas.
All of these is facts.
He talking about he buying, you know what I mean, vibrating panties and dildos, and then talking about the
wait, you buying what, Meek?
And a life is so freaky, but then he mad because another nigga accused him of doing gay shit. Nigga, you gotta explain yourself. That ain't me. So let's talk, Meek. Your music ain't finna sell. I don't care what type of issue you got with me. Meek, let me tell you this. I talked to Atlantic. I've been getting a 6-figure check off them for a long time. They dropped you. I know. They said you were ass. They said you were...
You were watching When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong.
Trash. You were irrelevant to the current climate of music. You have been stuck sounding old for dumb long. But it's the same thing when last night somebody hit me up saying that was I down to get on the phone with you. And I said, bro, I already did this. Like, why are we even talking again? And they say, no, Meek Mill didn't understand the internet. And I say, you mean a 45-year-old man, which, by the way, Meek, you call me old, but you older than me. You mean a 45-year-old man who been in this game forever don't understand the internet? What do you mean he don't understand? No, he thought you made it. What do you mean he thought I made it up?
Meek, you got your people on the phone copping pleas talking about Hey, forget this nigga because he don't know the internet. He thought you made that shit up. He didn't know you was reading it from something. Bitch, what? Hey, nigga, hang the motherfucking phone. Hey, nigga, hang that motherfucking phone up. I thought we was about to have a real conversation. Normally, I'd have called academics dog for talking about this conversation, but come on, nigga, what the fuck was that?
Are you dumb or stupid, Meek?
Like, come on.
So let's actually put some things into perspective if we're gonna recap this whole thing. I've been told y'all, there's a couple niggas who are just the stupidest niggas in the game. Meek Mill's one nigga I nominate. He's the dumbest nigga possible. If you can tell by his lack of grammar, if you can tell by his lack of sense of self-awareness, if you can tell by how he carries himself on social media, how you the only nigga in hip-hop that killed your own career by how you tweeted, nigga? If you had given your fucking Twitter to a label like the majority of artists does, your career would have been much better. You tweeted yourself out your spot.
Bro, hold on. Let me see something. This was 2015. 2015, Drake released Back to Back, which everybody said was like the hardest diss song ever, and I don't even think it was top 10. It was cool. But in that song, Drake said, trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. Talking about Meek Mill. Nigga, it's 2024 and Meek still running his fucking mouth on Twitter with no record of ever doing anything. And people supposed to take this nigga seriously.
Now you're gonna make up all type of shit. Did you know
Academics been taking some L's to start off 2024. He needed this.
this dumb nigga actually got online today talking about, yo, it was AI? The lawsuit is AI made up?
Nigga, that was the one for me. Act. That was the one for me. When the nigga said that the lawsuit was AI generated, that was the one for me. The nigga said, are we sure that the lawsuit isn't AI generated? That was the one for me. that was the one. So I understand you on that one, Act. We on the same page. Nigga, wow.
Is this nigga dumb or what? Are y'all gonna allow this to happen? This one stupid nigga. I'm telling you, all that tough shit he talking about, Meek, let me tell you when I stopped believing you, because you know what you're shocked about? You're like, oh my God. Well, I told him I'm gonna beat him up. Well, I seen you fight. You can't fight it. I'm down to squabble. You down? We could set up through Savage anything. You wanna get up you wanna get some money? We could set up somewhere else. We can set up to Savage, just me and you. I'm down to.
You know why? You know why Act talking tough? Go ahead, Act.
Squab with you. I really don't think you can fight, and I really don't think you want no problems with me, and I really don't respect your hands, nothing. If you beat me up, so what? I don't care, but that's how much of a bitch I think you are. Let's talk about it. I wouldn't say this to half the other niggas in hip-hop, because I don't think they're like you. I just...
Hold on, Act. 640. Act, I gotta show everybody why motherfucker Act is ready to catch the fade, nigga. Like, this some strong shit. Like, Act like, nigga, we can catch this motherfucking fade, nigga.
My stomach killing me.
my son back like next week.
Nigga, act ready to catch the fade. Nigga, that bag ain't even moving, nigga. Nigga, act ready to catch the fucking fade with this nigga. Act like, come on, nigga. Yeah, nigga, you want to throw the hands, it ain't nothing, nigga.
Respect your hands, nothing. If you beat me up,
Nigga,
so what? Set up to Savage him up.
hands,
Well, I seen you fight. You can't fight it. We could down. I'm down to squabble. You down? We could set up through Savage anything. You want to get up? You want to get some money? We could set up somewhere else. We could set up to Savage, just me and you. I'm down to squabble with you. I really don't think you can fight, and I really don't think you want no problems with me, and I really don't respect your hands, nothing. If you beat me up, so what? I don't care, but that's how much of a bitch I think you are. Let's talk about it.
No respect, nigga.
I wouldn't say this to half the other niggas in hip-hop, because I don't think they like you. I just think you a hoe. I'm sorry. So I'm at the point where I'm like, the nigga who I think can't fight, who think he got some money, but he not, like, nigga, you just, like 2 years ago, you was talking about you down to the last million. I remember you was sitting with Charlamagne looking all weak in the Bahamas. Like, damn, this is a nigga who think like, what, you got some money? Everybody got money. You a house slave now.
Oh, shit. Fuck. That was some house slave shit. Bunny hopping over a tennis bet. That was some house slave shit.
You run around doing bunny hops.
I knew it. You know what I mean? That was a layup. I feel you, Act, again. These are layups.
You go from here to there, nigga. I was at the Super Bowl, so was you. You was fixing Michael Rubin coffee, nigga. I seen it. It was in a box. I seen you, nigga.
You was at the Super Bowl fixing this nigga coffee, Meek. Meek, hop your ass over there and make me a fucking coffee. Unbelievable.
What is he doing? Is he fixing? Oh my God, Meek is over here. Meek is over here fixing this nigga fucking coffee. Nigga, you like a house slave these days. What's popping? So it's all good. Let's talk some facts though, okay? Here's the reality of things, people. Meek Mill is as delusional as they come. His issue, if you ask him with me, stems from years ago. He started getting to beef. By the way, I also blew up at that time. I'm not going to lie. That was a major moment. I know some of y'all keep saying war in Iraq, but the most major moment in me blowing up was 2015 when Drake and Meek beef erupted. I was the #1 person to report on it, and I reported on everything. During me reporting on that beef, I've never met Drake. I never talked to Drake. I had limited conversations even with people that was on his team. I spoke a lot to Meek Mill's team. Coon Philly, I don't know if you fuck with Meek anymore, but you remember those conversations. Through conversations with Meek and his team, I realized Meek Mill was nothing more. Not because he's rich means he has any type of smarts. He's in half an idiot. And I've always treated him like that because once you realize someone is barely, he's barely coherent and he's barely even, barely legible and he could barely even write. So I'm like, all right, cool.
This nigga can barely write.
So I'll tell you how I came to that conclusion. Meek Mill not understanding what internet culture is, which to me was shocking, because if you have been popping past 2013, your fans have never purchased a CD of yours, most likely. They have streamed your music, they have consumed it online, they have tweeted it, they have talked about it on social media. That's really how things go. But here's the problem with a nigga like Meek. He's stupid. He's stupid. And he thinks he's like a rapper in the 90s, or he thinks he's above everything and that people were always going to fuck with him. That's why when he fell off this time, he was so shocked. He never engaged with internet culture. Meek, I'm giving you, listen, I'm going to get to the roasting you, but I'm telling you why you fell off. I'm telling you why. Listen, I heard the whole situation from motherfucking Atlantic Records. They didn't want to renew your shit. They dropped you. They dropped you like a bad habit. All this, I'm independent shit. Yeah, nigga, they said they wasn't going to sign you because they wasn't going to pay you what you were supposed to get. You know why? They knew you were a nigga who was too stubborn, a nigga who kept saying the streets, the streets, the streets. And at the end of the day, the streets don't buy your fucking records, nigga. It's them fans on the internet. But you didn't care about that. That's why you're sitting here like, I'm independent. I'm giving you the game. That's why you look fucking stupid. So let me continue the story.
Please.
Meek's team tells me that the only reason why Drake is winning the beef is because Drake purchased 1 million bots. Does that sound familiar? Does anybody watch his timeline from yesterday? Has he said the same?
I do remember that.
Same thing. Here's the sad part about it. He's been saying the same dumb shit for 10 years. That's why it's even more sad.
My bad.
He doesn't learn. He doesn't understand internet culture. He doesn't know that if you understand internet culture, if people see you bothered by the trolling, they'll troll you more. He doesn't understand that if you're beefing with a popular rapper like a Drake, and basically they felt you caught an L because you're slow to respond and he had a hot song, they're gonna spam L's under your comments. This delusional motherfucker was literally saying, Ak, could you change up the shit that I could win? That's what this nigga's mad about. You know why it's so surprising? He's sucking Drake's dick now. Drake's bringing him out like a fucking baby. Drake brought him out in Philly like, yeah, look, remember when I killed your career? Look, they're like you now. Come on, nigga. Come on. Hurry up. Yeah, that's Meek. Yeah, that's the nigga I killed. Yeah. All right, yeah, he's right there. Nigga, you loving it. Your career never been the same.
It ain't.
The boy killed your career, brought you.
He really did. And Meek, I had your back on it.
Back out, and my whole thing is you're smiling like a fucking fan with that nigga, but you're mad at me. But let's go back to the root problem of Meek Mill. He's a gangster who never has gangster energy with the people he should have gangster energy with.
What up, L?
Drake, he couldn't wait for Drake to say, oh, I'm over it. We could be friends. Oh my God, Drake, I love you. I love you, Drake. I love you, Drake. I love you. Okay. The niggas in the city that have been calling him out, from ARAB to all these other people, oh my God, he's acting like he don't know them. Even the nigga who's actually, and I'm going to show y'all, has a picture with him, the nigga who sued him, he had no problem with. I equivalated, actually that's might not even be a word. Ugh. But Meek be mad at me over this whole situation. And I'm going to go back and forth. Just keep the timeline in your head. Meek be mad over me in the situation. It's like a nigga walking in the room, licking his hand, and slapping the fuck out of Meek Mill. When he slaps Meek Mill, I'm like, oh shit! And I'm laughing. Meek is standing in front of the nigga who slapped him, but Meek turns to me and says, bitch ass nigga, what's so funny, nigga? What the fuck is so funny, nigga? What's up? What up? What you want to do? What you want to do? And I'm like, wait, are you mad at me for laughing, or you're mad at the nigga who slapped you? The whole time he ain't acknowledging the nigga who slapped him. The whole time, you know how the story goes? Diddy gossiped to a man who's a producer, allegedly, that said he fucked Meek. Meek could have came out and said, what that bitch ass nigga Diddy talking about me for? Why the hell this bitch ass producer lying on me and Diddy? Never said none of that. You know what he said? Ak, you're the problem.
That's what he said.
But let's go back. So I told you about the delusion, right? He said, well, he's only losing the beef with Drake because Drake has bought all the bots in the world. I was confused. I was like, huh? Then I see the true nature of Meek Mill. Drake comes to Philly. I showed up to Philly. I had to see it. I said, no way. Meek got to run on stage. This isn't Philly. Like, it's the height of their beef. Meek gonna run up on stage and slap Drake. He's a gangster rapper.
Right.
How silly was I believing this ultra superhero gangster image that these guys promote? Basically, not a motherfucking thing happened. Drake left very safely. He arrived very safely. Not a hair on his head was harmed. You know what happened the next week? Meek's team calls me again. Yo, Ack! You them pussy niggas thought they got us. I'm like, oh, shit. Y'all beat up Drake. What's going on? Tell me. Nah, son. What are you talking about? Drake? Nah, what? Fuck? Nigga, we called Quentin Miller. Huh? Yeah, we called him. Why y'all telling me this? Yo, man, I told you, man, we from the trenches, nigga. Like, all that, like, trenches, we from the streets, niggas from Philly. I'm like, what is this guy talking about?
Y'all beat up Quentin Miller, but let Drake slide. I feel you. I mean, that makes all the sense in the world to me.
Now, by the way, to be honest, Meek didn't say it was his manager or nothing. But they all represent Meek, right? So, okay. So, yo, we just beat up Quentin Miller. We gonna send you the footage. I'm like, well, I'm not like TMZ like that, but I guess. And also I was thinking, damn, that's kind of fucked up. Y'all beat up the guy who was just writing music? What the fuck is... They're like, no, they say, matter of fact, we ain't gonna send you the footage. Let's wait till tonight. Luckily for Quentin Miller, he just admitted it. Yeah, I got beat up. Whatever. But it dawned on me. How come Meek got his career killed by Drake and never talked that crazy to Drake that he was going to do nothing? Never did.
That's because Drake, but in his defense, we got to stop acting like Drake is just like one nigga. Drake is an entity. Going at Drake is like going at a country.
Did nothing to Drake. But the ghostwriter, he was so happy about beating up. That was surprising.
Hit the like button.
Damn. That couldn't be a trend, right? The gangsters usually keep it gangsters with the gangsters, right? All right. Then a little bit later on happened, I get another call. It's BT Awards weekend. I'm in LA. Yo, son, we got him! Yeah, we just jumped that nigga! I'm like, oh shit! Y'all done fucked up Champagne Poppy? What happened? Tell me the tea! Drake? What? What the fuck? We ain't jumping no Drake. We caught Safari!
Oh, I forgot about the Safari shit. The Safari shit was hilarious.
Okay.
Good night, Bob.
Yeah, son. We pulled up on him, nigga. You should have seen my face when I hopped out the SUV. I was looking devious. Did you hit him? Nah, but the goons was there. Okay. A few hours later, seen a video, me copping out. Safari running. They chase him like wild hyenas. That was that. Interesting. But there was another situation, but it happened previously. Talking to them, I said, hey, I heard Meek got beat up by Problem in the airport. Is that no, we don't talk about that. That's interesting. I've been waiting for the tough guy to be tough with the other tough guy, or at least the people he was really beefing with.
Not gonna happen.
It never happened.
Not gonna happen.
So now it's coming to the point where Meek has unanimously lost the beef. His career is not the same. His booking price is abysmal. He's fell off. This is the time I'm thinking, oh, I knew Drake fucked up. You finally got this nigga to crash out, because It's one thing beating a nigga in the beef. It's another thing killing his whole career. It's time. I told you, this nigga from the trenches. He's from Philly. He's about to go crazy. I see Meek pop up, and he said, I'm gonna make an example. I was like, oh, shit. Finally. OVO is done. Even though I'm like, oh, my God, that's my favorite. You know what he said? Yo, 6ix9ine, where you at? You want to hear the irony? 6ix9ine just got locked up for a RICO charge.
Damn it. Meek, why did you even fuck with Meek again? This is, again, think about it like this. Think about somebody that you've dunked on 50, 60 times. You've embarrassed this person so many times to the point where you like, there's no way this person will ever say a fucking word about me, because if they say something, I'm just gonna talk about all the times I've destroyed them. And Meek Mill had a whole plethora. He could have went at me for all it mattered. He had a plethora of people he could have went at. And he went at the one nigga in all of this situation he shouldn't have went at.
He was now tweeting that his new focus was to eliminate 6ix9ine after he had gotten incarcerated. Why is that funny? When Shotty was out here shooting everybody, I can say it now, he got charged for everything. Shotty had 6ix9ine meet Meek Mill. They were cool. Wasn't until 6ix9ine went to jail. Now Meek was, yo, let's go! You ever seen that meme where two dogs are barking at each other and there's a divider in the middle? Like, and as soon as the divider go up, they're like, Meek Millie. We can't find nobody tough he been tough with. We don't know what he's done. We seen a video. Did I see this?
What video? What video?
Oh, yeah, I must have not seen this because this is not popping up instantly. The guy who claims that he's going to show up to my doorstep and he's with the murder business and he's going to, and by the way, let me actually go read his tweet if it's still up there, all right? Let's go read this nigga's tweet while he's still up there. Meek, I know the real reason you're mad at me. You're right. I am one of the reasons your career is where it's at. That's why you mentioned Lil Baby. Because you know once y'all niggas get on my bad side, none of y'all careers look the same no more. What they saying about Baby? The thing is, Baby just don't act like you. Me and him, we could reconcile and he'll get back lit. You're done.
Good night, Chadrick.
You're done. You're going to be I'm the independent warrior. I'm here fighting against the system. No, you're fighting against irrelevance. And we're going to laugh at you just flopping. I'm sorry. Okay? It's just going to be what it is. So let's kind of scroll all the way back. But we all know he deleted a lot of tweets because of his daddy, which just happens to be Michael Rubin, Robert Kraft, and a Pennsylvania governor who we don't even know his name. You get what I mean? Now, let me go down. By the way, this is another weirdo thing you're going to realize. This nigga been promoting his whack mixtape in the midst of a gay rumor. This is how you know this nigga is just done, right? Well, you know he's going to say, no, the white... Yo, Meek, you could never accuse me of being fueled by the white man. My nigga, you're getting spit roasted by Michael Rubin and motherfucking Robert Kraft.
Nah, no, Meek. No, Meek. Meek, you gotta catch the fade. He cannot tell you getting split roasted by two white men, bro.
White billionaires who we honestly, as a group, in terms of hip-hop people, don't even think they're like black people. You're getting spit roasted by them, nigga. That's a fact. You're bunny hopping. You're doing all the weirdest shit. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm getting fueled by. Which white man? You tell me. Who? Because the white man we know you to be with, you're getting spit roasted by. Your bitch ass didn't buy a motherfucking ticket to the Super Bowl. You were making coffee for motherfucking Michael Rubin in the $2.5 million suite he had. So who's powered by who, nigga? How are you independent when you got a billionaire got you up in a suite where you're goddamn giving him shoulder rubs and you're massaging his ankle?
They telling this nigga, the chat is telling this nigga to check Meek Twitter likes.
Schools and all that shit. Come on, stop playing. Anyway, let's get back to it. Chat, we're going to have to force Meek to get gangster, okay? Oh, by the way, we're going to talk about his prize picture. It's hilarious. Where can we find all the shit that we should find? Okay. Here we go. Okay.
Fuck it, I'll check the likes.
So, the point, what I said before earlier, Meek tweeted this, a rumor came out, and this was the most pathetic thing I heard last night. They said, bro, because I said, why did Meek not just tweet out, hey, that's false? Why did he wait for this long thing and then address me and not the rumor? They said, oh, Meek don't understand the internet. I'm sorry, Meek is not like a little kid. Meek, you call me old, but you older than me. Boy, you're just an old, washed-up rapper that we finna laugh at, nigga. Your time, like, yo, Meek, remember when I told you, remember when I celebrated last time? I knew you were done doing 100K. That's why I said over 100K is a big dog, because you'll never be that again. That's why I laughed at you. It was over. I don't care what you say. And I know you gonna have it against me. Even when we squash beef, everybody.
Wait a minute, y'all. Oh, my word. I found why they told him to check the likes, bro. Look what Meek Mill liked. Meek Mill cooling them cakes after all night of Bender. Meek Mill liked it. This nigga Meek Mill's a fucking idiot. Like, that's one thing me and Ack can agree on. This nigga Meek Mill's stupid as shit.
Oh, let me give you this part of the story.
Dumb.
This is why I'm done with Freak Millie trying to be a tough guy. So, Savage calls me one day, and he said, Ack, I'm going to be honest with you, the issue with you and Meek is getting like out of hand. Y'all keep having these flare-ups, and I'm cool with both of y'all. You know, I fuck with you, and I fuck with him. I'm that type of person who I never wanted to get to a certain point because I told you, once you get to a certain point, niggas can't play the middle. Niggas got to pick sides. And I don't want to pick sides with y'all. I fuck with both of y'all. Would you be down to holler at Meek and try to squash whatever y'all had? And I said to him, I said, of course. I said, honestly, I've been trying to speak to Meek for over 4 to 5 years. Meek has an ego that he think he's like some super, like, not only super gangster, but like everybody's beneath him. The previous time before
well, ain't that how most people that are connected to a billionaire feel, though? Most people that are connected to a billionaire feel that way. Even if they not the billionaire themselves.
Spoke to Meek then, was on Clubhouse. And the time before that, he messaged me with 30 dream chasers in a Instagram DM like he was gonna verbally jump me. Like everything he said, I don't know if he told the dream chaser, but everybody was liking everything. As soon as he said something, 30 niggas liked it. I was like, is this a verbal jumping? Is this nigga jumping me in the Instagram DMs? What the fuck going on? But he refused to ever speak to me one-on-one because he claimed I was beneath him. I was nothing. I was dirt. Right? Okay, he could have his opinion, whatever. Then he jumped on Clubhouse and he was like, oh, no, I'm a problem, this and third. By the way, also, let's get back to even the 6ix9ine situation when he said he was getting at 6ix9ine. You met 6ix9ine, nothing. When 6ix9ine's free, don't say nothing. When 6ix9ine gets locked up, he's now activated because he's standing for the streets. He's going to restore it. I'm not no street dude. I don't care about it. 6ix9ine had cut a record before he got locked up for me on my birthday. He said, Ack, I don't have a birthday present for you, but we're going to load up a beat. I'm going to make a song. It's your song. Whatever you want to do with it. It's a song called Lanes. We did the song. He got locked up. I had to get somebody to reproduce the beat, but I reproduced the beat. 6ix9ine was the most liked person because, he was always beefing with people. But that was my birthday present. It was the song. I tried to put the song out. Meek Mill jumps in my comments saying, yo, son, because this is what Meek thought he was. And Meek, this is what I'm telling you. As you're at the bottom of hip-hop, I laugh at you, nigga. Remember I told you, I'm looking at you now and I'm laughing at you. Because there's a moment, remember that moment when you thought you could tell me what I could?
Meek Mill, on some real shit. Fuck what he's saying. On some real shit. How the fuck are you this gangster ass nigga letting this weak ass nigga talk to you like this? This is a weak ass nigga. Act weak, bro.
Dude, Meek told me, you can't put that song out. We're done with it. Who's we? Bitch, we done with you. Meek, I'm telling you this solemnly, nigga. You will never sell 100,000 again. And I don't care, you could kill me or not. I could be alive, dead, or I could be wherever. You'll never do it. It's over for you, nigga. So anyway, he told me, yo, you can't put that out. We done with 6ix9ine. I was like, okay, weirdo. I spent about like 50,000 getting shit together. I'm sorry, I'm putting that shit out. Anyway, I put it out. But I noticed, I was like, why does Meek Mill think he could tell anybody in hip-hop what to do? Like he's some authority figure. But that's how, and I blame y'all niggas in Philly to make this nigga think he's the king of the world. What y'all think, he the only platform? What y'all think, that he's the most lit nigga? Okay, Philly, I'm gonna give y'all this proposal because y'all must think, that nigga's irrelevant. He ain't break one artist from Philly yet. I'll help y'all break because that nigga just a waste man. So let me just put that on the table. So anyway, after that, I was like, okay, this guy's a little weird. We get on Clubhouse, he's turning up, talking about he could do this, do that. I'm like, what is this guy talking about? Then Savage gets us on the phone, right? We get on the phone, and when we get on the phone, Meek Mill, as I keep saying, he's a fake. He's the representative of what rap isn't anymore. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. In hip-hop, you're going to find some people who are like King Von. God rest his soul, but King Von was really who he is.
Bro, why do y'all be saying that shit like King Von wasn't a fucking sociopathic murderer?
King Von is really that. Meek Mill is a rapper that comes from the older style of hip-hop where you're living off this perception. I'm not even hating on him. I'm just telling you what it is. The perception has been broken. We've watched you bunny hop, get bitched, get laughed at, get clowned by white billionaires to the point that all this killer shit you're talking about, we don't believe. 6ix9ine popped out with you and all you did was record. You're the Mr. Pull your phone out. You're not Mr. Pull the Glock out. You're not walk him down. You're walk back to the car. It's fine. It's okay. By the way, let me put that into the air. I'm not saying you should crash out. But when you do act like you're going to crash out, that's when we say, don't believe you. That's why when you say, I'm about to pull up to your house. Oh, you're going to pee on my steps? You know what you're going to do? You're going to do what 6ix9ine did. Hey, I'm here. Look, I peed on the steps. Yo, where's academics? 5 a.m. Thank you. Okay. So, okay. Or I'm like, hey, I'm at academics' house. Ding dong. I think he's coming. Freak Millie, we're not believing. So your perception is kind of off. You haven't even aged and aged gracefully. You see the difference between a nigga like you and Jay-Z. First of all, you're dumb. But the difference with you and Jay-Z is that Jay-Z was a hustler. But as he went on in his life, he began to evolve and mature. And that became a part of his music. If you listen to Reasonable Doubt as opposed to the Black Album, and if you listen to the Black Album as opposed to American Gangster, or you listen to that as opposed to 444, you will see a guy who is maturing and growing. We've been listening to you for 15 years, and you still talking about the old Dusty Rowley. You still talking about the same shit, except you just don't sound believable. You don't think there's other niggas who are actually, them other niggas who talking about killing and spinning, they're actually broke. They actually might do it. They actually seem to be doing it. They actually be having charges. You, not so much. So that's the problem with you. So let me give you...
Expose these niggas.
A description of how the conversation went. And I never was going to speak on this before. Remember, I was acknowledging a truce because I fuck with 21 Savage. Keep in mind, I'm going to tell you the story later, less than a month or two ago, half of Philly, and I'm not going to call no rapper's names because I don't want him to, because he's been blackballing them. Like half of them, like I don't even want to interview because like he's like I remember the first time I posted Poundside Pop, he was mad saying, "Oh."
And here's the best way I could put all of this. About 15 years ago, he was considered the most gangster rapper in Philly, and now it's Will Smith. Everybody think Will Smith be letting them billionaires do shit to him and all this other shit. Ain't nobody ever caught this nigga on camera doing it. We've caught Meek Mill being humiliated on camera several times by rich niggas. Ain't nothing worse than a motherfucker that you see get disrespected all the time trying to talk shit to you. Like, nigga, what? Like, everybody, you think I'm gonna let you punk me? If I let you punk me, all the people that punk you gonna now think they can punk me too. Meek Mill's so stupid. And then he probably asking his daddy for help and not his blood daddy. Oh, they probably blood brothers though. Pause. Like, no. No. So that Cam Newton fight, Cam Newton spoke on it today. Let's check out what he said. We can do that. Cameron Jarrell Newton, a.k.a. Scammering Jarrell Newton, one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. You have the floor.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Rogue, peg.
Not rogue.
I scrambled, and I should have just in with to perspective. And I tell you this, my president of my program, Kendall Ogle, person who I have high regards for, he called me, and even though he was empathetic to understanding where I was coming from, he simply said, "Cam, that cannot happen. You mean too much to too many people. Too many people are betting on you to keep their lights on." Mm-hmm. And when he said that, it's never mind me as a father. Because when I say peg, I think about you. I think about the kids who look up to me, and also whether they verbalize their appreciation or just stare in amazement. I feel like I let them down. Mm. Because I can't sit up there and say, "Hey, bro, you got to be bigger than that." And then all of a sudden, I do that. And that just goes to show you, you got to always stay in control of your emotions. And that's where the humanistic side came in there. And there's no excuse. It's really not. Because it could have been a melee. More violence could have stemmed from that.
Yeah, anything.
And it's just not called for. And on top of that, it's echoing something that's been permeating for years. Black people. Mm-hmm. Why I gotta be at a black event? You know what I'm saying? And I could easily say, damn, like I can play the victim, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna hold myself to that same standard, bro. To say like, look, Everywhere that I go, people talk. People say, yo, why you didn't jump on the fumble? Hey, yo, Von Miller, your daddy. Hey, yo, like, Mac Jones took your job. Hey, yo, Brock Purdy is better than you. Hey, yo, like, you a free agent. That's normal. I'm used to playing in front of 100,000 people and millions watching. And I let one person dictate how I feel? No, I can't do that. But I did that day. So, yeah, even with that, so talking to KO, Kendall, my girl, when she talked to me, it's like, baby, I'm glad you're safe first. But are you looking at it through the lens of what if one of your hands was free? What if you did punch him? What if you did throw him over the balcony? What if they would have broke your jaw? What if they would have knocked you in a coma? These are things that, yeah, we laugh about. These are things that, yo, like, yeah, Cam hat stayed on. Yeah, some Mashika plug. Yeah, go buy a Mashika hat. Yeah, but I'm lucky to have this opportunity to be standing as a witness to say, don't be like me, be better than me. And I could easily try to advise a kid like, no, bro, don't do that, bro, don't do that, bro, don't do that. But until you're in that position and somebody talking shit to you, it's hard, it's tough, but heavy is the crown. Too much is given, much is required. You can't sit up there and say, oh, I want to be a 5-star recruit, and people can't talk to me. It just doesn't work like it don't work like that.
Bars.
You see what I'm saying? So what I learned from this is this. I was gonna do a Funky Friday. I wanted to, have somebody, I wanted to talk to them, but I think it's better served by myself. Cause it could have really been something that we all didn't want to see happen. Yeah, I apologize. Steph, I apologize, TJ. And I see what y'all doing. I see, and I could call it what it was. It was some words that were said, and I think the words triggered them, and it was words that triggered me. So with that, I know what they do for the kids. I know their level of commitment to impacting or using their platform for a positive way in the community. Anybody who takes the time to caters, to be of service to somebody else, my hat goes off to them. And I know what it's like. It's a lot of money, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of energy that goes, and it's a lot of effort that goes into making these kids' lives extremely easy. And I don't want these kids, no matter what team you play for, doesn't matter what sport you play, it could be AAU basketball, it could be football, to take this opportunity for granted, because there are learning tools that could be had in this situation.
So Cam, I mean, obviously there's been a lot of reports. A lot of people had a lot to say. Like Cam should stop. He shouldn't be, doing any more 7-on-7. So my question is, are you still going to be committed to 7-on-7 and youth sports?
Absolutely. This is something that I've been doing.
Well, good.
Going on 13, 14 years. And I enjoy this. This is my way of giving back. Why? Because the kids find it amusing and appeasing and wowing to say, man, I played for Cam Newton, or I played with Cam Newton's team, or we played against Cam Newton. But that same energy is reciprocated from me to say, bro, I see so much of me in them, hungry, desiring to say, like, man, this football can take me a lot of places, just like it took me a lot of places. And being around the kids on the buses, being around the kids at the hotels, the Airbnbs, eating the same food that they eat, just being around, that's what I enjoy more. It's not even the football side of it. It's the, hey, coach, hey, what's the first thing you got, coach? Those conversations. Hey, coach, man, let me talk to you, man. Like, I got a girlfriend, coach. Like, she trying to go to college with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the reasons why I'm involved heavily in this space. Because, like I always tell kids, if you no longer can play this game, make it be because of the Cam Newton way. Somebody think that I cannot play at the level that it's subjective.
Yeah.
It's not doing dumb shit that I did this past week, or it's dumb shit being
What you do, nigga?
involved in the things that happened this past week.
You sorry, nigga.
So that's why I cannot stop, Ped.
Yeah.
I have to give my time, and I have to empower, and I have to reach back and bring somebody along and say, dog, it ain't worth it. And now, more than ever, I can prove to them and show them like, bro, that's some dumbass shit that I did. Learn from that. You see all that shit cool. Y'all see me fighting off people. That's not what I want y'all to dwell on. What I want you to dwell on is if he sucker punched me and knocked me in a coma, my football career is over. If somebody grabbed a pistol.
Nigga, your football career low-key over now. But you right.
Out of self-defense, nah, bro, he's 6'5", bro. I can't go toe-to-toe with that. Man, it's over with.
Yeah.
A simple, rational decision of saying like, nah, bro, he disrespecting me, bro. You can't play that. It don't matter if you was a 5-star recruit. It doesn't matter if you had a scholarship to Georgia. It doesn't matter if you had a scholarship to Auburn. That don't matter no more. You're going to jail or you're going underneath the ground.
Yeah.
So I have to use my story to empower the next generation.
And unless you rich and Cam Newton, to which you just get to go home and then talk about it in your podcast.
That's all I want to do. I want to use what I've been through as information to change the narrative. Because to be honest with you, and I know I'm long-winded, but I have to say this. Thank
you for acknowledging.
There are a lot of children's way out of their situation.
Yeah.
They don't have lawyers to look up to. They don't have counselors to look up to. They see street niggas, they see people who are rapping, and they see athletes as people that they look up to.
Thanks.
And from an athlete, I'm going to tell them, bro, listen, stay focused. Eat, sleep, perfect your craft of whatever you want to do. You can't do both. I never seen Lil Wayne on the football field. I never seen 2 Chainz in the back. Like, they had to commit to something and commit to it and do not get distracted. Because the distractions are out there. And it's not the ones that you see, it's the ones that you don't see. And nobody sees a bad opportunity coming, they just see it going. It could have went so many different ways. And I'm not about to sit up there and stand like, bruh, my fault wasn't it? Like, no, that shit ain't cool, bro. That shit ain't cool. I know them personally, and they know me. I don't think they seen that side of me ever. I don't think a lot of people ever did. And that's what I'm so disappointed in myself, because you should never see that side. That was 4th and 1 Cam, where it was forgiven. Like that's where it's a time and a place for everything.
That was Boogie, that wasn't Cam.
Yeah, that wasn't that. Yeah. And I'm not about to sit up there and say standing on business. Like, nah, bro. Like, I see it now, and I just
take a look.
My heart goes out to everybody
Cam Newton.
who
Can
played
you make
a role
him out there trying to fight off multiple men? The former NFL quarterback was taking part in an invitation-only camp and tournament when this happened over the weekend. Camp staffers and security officers eventually stepped in to break this up. It is not clear what led up to this fight, but people are investigating. Police, I should say, are investigating. He may have been outnumbered, but over on social media, people are impressed, saying, Mr.
how I get fulfilled in it.
Y'all better watch out now.
Is
Y'all know
when
who
somebody comes to me.
Hey, take a look. You
league,
can see Cam Newton. Can you make him
now.
out there trying to fight off multiple men? The former NFL quarterback was taking part in an invitation-only camp and tournament when this happened over the weekend. Camp staffers and security officers eventually stepped in to break this up.
You proved to me that I didn't need to sell drugs to get a years.
But people are investigating.
You proved to me
like
I didn't need to rob nobody to get a raise.
Outnumbered, but over on social media, people are impressed, saying, Mr. Cam Cam Newton
is the
held his own. Y'all better watch out now. Y'all know who you running up on.
And really not to even bring.
Take a look. You can see
like,
Cam
more
Newton.
people involved.
Can you make him out there trying to fight off multiple men? The former NFL quarterback
Keep
was
him
taking
pounding,
part in
bud.
an invitation-only camp and tournament
We
when
gonna
this
sign it
happened over
on
the
out,
weekend.
bro.
Camp
Go ahead,
staffers and
we'll put it
security
one
officers
time, man.
eventually
Hey,
stepped in
listen,
to break
as
this
we
up.
get things
It is
here
not clear what
at
led
4th and
up
1,
to this fight,
can
but
we
people are
talk more
investigating.
about it,
Police, I
Peg?
should say,
We could.
are
We could,
investigating.
but we just
He
gonna
may
leave
have
it
been
there. All hearts and
outnumbered, but
minds
over on
are clear.
social
The
media,
doors of the church are
people
now
are
open.
The
impressed,
doors
saying,
of the
Mr.
church
Cam
is
Newton
now.
held his own. Y'all better
And
watch out now. Y'all
make
know
sure
who
you like
running up
Peg.
on. Hey,
Make
take
sure
a
you
look.
share Peg.
You
Come
can
on.
see Cam
These
Newton. Can you make
All
him out
right.
there trying to
And
fight
as
off
we end
multiple
things
men?
here,
The
4th and
former
1.
NFL quarterback was
Gotta get
taking
the
part
thing.
in an invitation-only camp and tournament when
You
this
did.
happened over the weekend. Camp staffers and security officers eventually stepped in to break this up. It is not clear what
Cam
led
Newton.
up to this fight, but people are investigating. Police, I should say,
That response
are
was a whole
investigating.
ass L.
He may have been outnumbered, but over on social media, people are impressed, saying, Mr.
Bro,
Cam
I ain't gonna
Newton
lie to you.
held his own. Y'all better
That
watch
was
out now.
despicable.
Y'all know who you running up on. Hey, take
That
a
was an
look.
L, bro.
You can see Cam Newton. Can you make him out there trying to fight off multiple men? The former NFL quarterback was taking part in an invitation-only camp and tournament when this happened over the weekend.
This nigga act like
Camp
he was really
staffers
about to
and
explain
security
this shit.
officers eventually stepped in to break this up. It is not clear what led up to this fight, but people are investigating. Police, I should say, are investigating. He may have been outnumbered, but over on social media, people are impressed, saying,
You feel like
Mr.
shit
Cam
was
Newton
explained to you?
held his own. Y'all better watch out now. Y'all know who you running up on. Hey, take a look. You can see Cam Newton. Can you make him out there trying to fight
I'm
off
sitting here
multiple
like-
men? The former NFL quarterback was
I know
taking
this
part
ain't
in
the
an
end of the video.
invitation-only camp and tournament when this happened over the
Oh, this
weekend.
is the
Camp
end of the
staffers
video.
and security officers eventually stepped in to break this up. It is not clear what led up to this fight, but people are investigating. Police, I should say, are investigating. He may have.
Man, fuck Cam Newton in that fight, nigga. Cam Newton, I'm legit shitty. You clickbait like this, nigga. This is absurd, nigga. You should be ashamed of yourself. This nigga gave a 45-minute apology, but not really apologizing for shit, while low-key dry snitching. Nigga, you low-key was dry snitching. You low-key like when niggas get on some shit like I shouldn't have did that, by default you saying that the other motherfuckers was wrong and you just supposed to ignore it. It's like, but you snitching. Why you snitching? Don't snitch. King, what's happening? Nigga, don't snitch. You should have just beat them niggas' ass. Ain't nobody crazy, Cam. Because here's my thing. I hear all what Cam's saying, except where it's like, so Cam, you supposed to have an expectation of not defending yourself? Because unless you saying that you got mad and threw a punch at somebody, okay, some niggas said some shit, maybe you said something back. That don't give them the right to go 3-on-1 against you, nigga. Unless what you said is some shit like, come get some, basically. I don't believe he said, because why would he tell them niggas to come fight him and then not throw a punch? That don't make sense to me. Anybody with any common sense that watched that shit would have just thought that he defended himself. Nobody would have been sitting here like, it'd have been different if Cam Newton was running around that motherfucker like the Hulk, just punching niggas, one hitter quitter, everybody. Then that looks different. He can jump out 3 niggas, he can throw punches. But in his defense, it still would have been a gang of people saying that, I can't believe he did that. He's huge. He didn't have to do them like that. It doesn't matter that they jumped him. Yeah, unfortunately, it still would have been some of those. But Cam, you got to give more context. He didn't even want to give us context when it's like, bruh, can we get context? Yeah, the clip was like 20 seconds. You give us a 20-second clip with no context, nigga. I did officially reach out to Dane Placco today. We'll see if Dane ever hits us back. Yeah, but yeah, they probably would have tried to sue him, Janice, but here's a couple problems with that. Number one, they wouldn't have had the money to go after him because, bro, it's easier to go after like a rapper because they ain't even really got money. But to go after him, an NFL MVP quarterback, yeah, good luck. And then that's even if you're right. His lawyer could damn near tie you up enough to get you broke. In this case, you don't even have a case because it's literally self-defense. Because he got sucker punched by multiple people. It was in total about 4 people that fought him. At what point do we say, all right, I get if it's him versus just a normal sized human, that's one thing, but him against 4 people? That's how what's happening. I wonder what's gonna happen to that police chief that got motherfucking nigga got rock bottom on the front of that fucking car. Shit was everything, nigga. Damn. I just got a gang it. I must have been, my emails must not have been coming through because it just got 20 in a row. Did the interviews, what, they did interviews too saying they struck first. Who you talking about? Oh, the niggas that fucked with Cam said did that shit? I sure hope that motherfucking Dane Placco hits me back. That would be all types of fun. It's already gonna be, bro. It's gonna be fun come motherfucking come motherfucking Monday. She gonna act a fool, nigga. I mean, if you don't think she getting ready to act a fool, nigga, when I tell you watch this. Watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Nigga, don't believe me, just watch. Nigga. Well, what? Hey, King, you got a link to that? Because I at least want to hear some sort of context. This nigga Cam ain't saying shit. Just a run-on apology. And then, if you really apologizing, why you ain't apologizing to the niggas that you got at? Because he really ain't sorry at all. That was all corporate speak. Which, whatever. Which, if that's what niggas is on, whatever. It's ridiculous. What we got planned this weekend? I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna talk about tomorrow. We had some good stories, but it wasn't a lot of stories. We just had some potent stories. I mean, the Dalton shit really picked up this week. Fucking KG said LeBron went to Balco. I told Christy, I think LeBron was juicing during All-Star weekend. This nigga LeBron, they had that long week off for All-Star weekend. He was not in Indianapolis until right before the game. As soon as the game was over, left Indianapolis. Then missed the first 2 games back from All-Star break. And then now that nigga's looking fresh, like beyond fresh. So I'm inclined to agree with KG. LeBron has done this multiple times, taking weird abscences. One time he went to have an alleged surgery in it to get some abscess removed out of his face out of nowhere. Then came back looking juiced. Because they played the Denver Nuggets today, and he gonna go crazy. Because he gonna hit 40,000 points tonight. He going crazy. For you LeBron fans. I would respect the 40 points if it wasn't in a era of the most meaningless points ever. And it ain't even just his points. A lot of these niggas got meaningless points. I can't say I could stand the nigga either. I ain't go. Voila. Voila. I'm so ready for that nigga to hang it up. But here, LeBron's the type of nigga that to do this. Announce this summer. LeBron the type of nigga that announced this summer that I'm retiring after next season. So what's going to happen once LeBron do that? It's going to be a farewell tour. Every game, right? Every fucking game. And after he lose in the season, he big farewell and all that shit. And then 2 weeks before preseason starts, this nigga LeBron will turn around and admit that he coming back again for one last season. So my bet is LeBron's gonna have 2 farewell seasons. Watch this shit. He gonna make y'all think he retiring all season and gonna do it again. And like Lakeem says, it's gonna be record profits because all the games will be sold out. All the games the year before and all the games the year after that. But what's gonna be funny is it's not gonna hit the same the second time around. And And here's the thing, how LeBron, and here's the dirty way LeBron could do it. That's if LeBron do it the honest way. LeBron could also do it this way. And do not get it twisted. Because we've seen this happen before, but we just never seen it with a player like LeBron James. What am I talking about? LeBron plays this year out. He leaves the Lakers, go wherever. Farewell tour. Or he stays with the Lakers farewell tour. Okay? He retires. LeBron sits out the first half of the season, and then after All-Star break, he gets signed to a veteran exemption. So then he'll come back. But obviously he gonna come back for a team where they're probably gonna win the championship anyway, but then they'll add LeBron so that way the league can say it was LeBron did it. Jordan Crawford. This is when Jordan Crawford dunked on him. I've met Jordan Crawford before. Shout out to Jordan Crawford. Actually hung out with him for a couple hours. So LeBron will do some dirty shit like that. And don't think they're going to try to get the Lakers to the finals this year. Now, it's going to be hard because LeBron just do too much standing around, bro. Even when he get hot. All you got to do is match his energy in 4. He get high on them jump shots, whatever, bro. Congrats. But like how he did the Clippers the other night, LeBron doing that shit in a 7-game series, no, he can't. Not no more. And when the games get close at the end of the game, you know more than times than not, he gonna jack it off. He gonna pass it to some nigga he shouldn't pass it to. LeBron kicks it out. Christian Wood for the win. LeBron cuts to the basket, swings it over. Spencer Dinwiddie for the game. It's a LeBron specialty, nigga. All right, let's see what these little niggas said. I don't know if we're going to get through the whole thing, but we'll hear what they said since Cam Newton didn't tell us shit.
What's up, guys? It's JoJo Alonzo from iHeart's 105 through the Beat, and today I have 2 guests with me. Okay, I have
you cute, but you ain't as cute as you think you are. I just want to put you on notice.
TJ and Steph from Top Shelf Performance. How you feeling?
Who is that? Seti Nash's cousin?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing well.
That's good.
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. So, are you guys from Atlanta?
I'm from here.
You from Atlanta? I'm originally from Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay. The dreads makes sense. So what part of Atlanta are you from?
I'm from the west side. I'm from the West End. I'm from Oakland City.
Born
Y'all stop talking like that. She not gonna let y'all fuck.
and raised?
Nah, Angela Lee ugly to me. This chick ain't ugly to me.
I'm born and raised.
Okay. And
I'm from Fort Lauderdale. Moved to Atlanta when I was in 11th grade.
Oh, 11th grade. That was tough.
Yeah, my house had just got destroyed in a hurricane. So
oh,
I moved up here
wow.
with my grandparents. And,
Okay.
Actually a good move for me.
That's what's up. So Atlanta did something for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's get into a little background of you guys. Like, let's get into a background of you first, Steph.
So me, my name is Stephon Brown. Like I said, I'm from the west side of Atlanta.
Fuck all.
Atlanta, helping
team.
Yeah,
is more to it than that.
Yeah, it's more like being a person that I ain't have when I was growing up.
So TSB is more than just
It's more than just
a 7-on-7 team.
Yeah,
it's more to it than that.
Yeah, it's more like a family
Okay.
in a sense. Like, cause like once I was done, I got into coaching and training. Once he was done playing, he got into coaching and training. Once he got done with college, he came home. We started training together. My cousin, once they was done playing, we kind of started. They started training, started coaching, so it's kind of like a little family thing that we got going. But just helping. All in all, I just think it helped everybody find a different route in football outside of just playing once we was done. Because a lot of people deal with just not being in the league or not making it. So.
And what they need to do afterwards. A lot of times they don't know. A lot of people think that they really going to the league.
Yeah.
And then they get there and like, dang, now I got to figure out what I'm going to do. So is that what you do? You take athletes and you teach them other things other than just NFL? You teach them
it's about, I just try to be, my biggest thing was in this, I didn't grow up knowing I want to be a coach or a trainer or nothing like that. It just happened. That's what I feel like God called me to do. So just over the years, I just been trying to be somebody who I needed when I grew up. You know what I'm saying? So even now, kids call us in the middle of the night, right? They crying, they in trouble at school, they thinking about transferring, or you got kids in high school, I don't know what school I'm going to, my head coach ain't showing me a little love, whatever the case may be, just we always been, you know what I'm saying, just a big brother to the kids. I always say, we don't have clients. You know what I'm saying? I got little brothers, and I treat everybody like that. Even the guys in the league, same thing.
So you do you train guys in the league too?
Yeah, we train plenty of guys in the league. We just had 5 guys win the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. Who are they?
Nicole Hardman, Sky Moore, Jody Fortson, Justin Ross, and
Kadarius Toney,
Richie James. That's just,
congratulations.
Just with the Chiefs, but
we
train a lot of guys. So anything that just happened, folks could attest for character wise, just who I am.
Yeah. Where is TSP? Where is it based?
Right here in Atlanta.
Right here in Atlanta. What side?
So we mainly on the west side for real. We train at Frederick Douglass High School.
Okay.
So we do a lot over there for them too. We donate cleats. We do stuff for the program over there as well. Coach Allen, the AD over there, she allows us to use the field and stuff like that. So when our pro guys and stuff come in, we make sure the team's straight. We ask the coach, do they need anything? We look out for the kids. Anything we could donate to the school and try to, and then the kids there, we allow them to train for free. We let them play on the team for free. We cut the cost for them. We kind of scholarship them a little bit. So it's kind of we kind of do NIL for them too.
Oh, yeah. That's dope. Yeah. I'm just thinking, the things that you guys are doing for these kids, I already know how important that is because
nigga, just get to the park, nigga. Y'all doing too much.
Oh, the league is just, where to go. But sometimes that's not your call. Eat the way.
Food, everything taken. Saying that you might get a kid from out of town when
help these.
They not allowed to.
It's definitely have a plan. 5 for 18.
Because I'm sitting here and I'm speaking to you guys and there's so much that you guys are doing for the community and you're pouring into these young men. And so it's just what can make something transpire like this?
I guess basically all this kind of transpired from, previous stuff in the past, between us, we used to coach. So basically, long story short, we used to coach with Cam. At one point 2 years ago, we decided to branch off and do our own thing. But within that year, it was just kind of Cam got a team. So Cam has an organization. It's not just one team. He has an organization. So at that time, we might have had 3 18U teams. And 2 15U teams or something like that. So I had a team. He had a team. You know what I'm saying? But he usually get the team with all the 5 stars, whatever the case may be. And I get whatever left. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, that whole year we beat him. Obviously, he felt some type of way, but whatever the case may be is hindsight. We have our conversation. We move forward, decide we want to go a different direction, you know what I'm saying, as far as what we want to do. And, it's a mutual, we partner.
So I have a question. What made you want to just, step away and do your own thing?
I mean, it just had a thing of just, wanting to be valued. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I didn't feel value. I beat him a couple times. Camera people tell me, "Oh, we don't got the film. We just got pictures."
Oh, shit like that. Film. So in sports, film is very important. Especially you hear them talk about how they trained NFL players and niggas that won Super Bowl and shit like that, right? Well, film is very important for their brand. So when we coach some players that beat Cam Newton's team, we need that film. Oh, we lost the film, but we just got pictures. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was just a bunch of little petty stuff leading up to it that just,
That made you just want to go and do your own thing.
Yeah, it's like when it's just like at some point in life, like it's time. You gotta value yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you're not being valued, just go value yourself. There's no harm. You know what I'm saying? There's no bad blood. Nothing. It's just I believe in myself, so I'm gonna go bet on myself. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
We went and started our own thing, and it's just been a lot of trash talk. From what I'm saying, hit more so his side the last year, and really just the last 2 days, like he was just on 10, like talking crazy to us, like just out of nowhere, just talking crazy to us for no reason. And it's like, it's not nothing new. Like, I've been around bro for 5 years. So like this typical Cam Newton behavior, like at a 7-on-7 event, it's just, I'm on the other side of things now. I'm not on the team. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy he talking crazy to. We the guys he talking crazy to, and you know what I'm saying, why things are going on. So really just all this just transpired. Just yesterday I was walking through the parking lot, and you know what I'm saying, he jumped out the car talking crazy to me again, just what we gonna bet and all this other stuff. And I'm just telling him, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You always making stuff about money. He's like, I got all the money in the world and whatever the case may be. And I was like, bro, that's your problem. Money not everything. You know what I'm saying? And I walked off. So we playing the game. He played, then we playing. He screaming from the top of the stands, just like, oh, I know that play. I made y'all. I'm responsible for everything y'all did. I'm y'all daddy, all this other stuff, like just talking crazy to us. You know what I'm saying? So he might have said something like, I'll come down there and show you what's up. And he got up and came around, and as he was walking down the steps, as he coming down the steps, he go to meet him, and as I'm walking, I'm going to like kind of go up there and grab both of them, like grab Cam, just telling like, bro, you tripping, bro. It ain't even that serious, bro. Like, we playing the game right now. It ain't never that serious, bro. We should be able to, you know what I'm saying, talk. I'm walking, that's my intention, is walking up the steps. As I walk up the steps, he grabs Steph.
Because Steph, you was right there.
Yeah, so they
you was listening to the whole thing, so you heard him and you walked up.
So I walked up there, so he kind.
You know why I believe them? These niggas is giving explicit detail, and it shows why Cam didn't apologize to them. Cam gave this generic apology to like his girl and shit like that. But even his people told him, he even admitted that his people told him he can't be doing that, which lets you know that he was in the wrong.
I know. And the biggest thing with me is just like, I feel the way towards our parents, you know what I'm saying, and our kids, just because I should have never like let Cam get in my head. I should have never like let him put me in a position where he felt like he had control over me in the situation because of what I got going on and what I done overcame and came from. But it was just more like, it was just certain things you just not gonna say to me as a man. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what it transpired.
And I can't speak on, I'm not a man, so I can never just be like,
thank God.
Oh, but he tried me as a man, so I don't know what that feels like, But what I do know is that just being 100, because I'm 100,
sure.
There's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah.
And regardless of whoever says whatever to whoever, you shouldn't let someone affect.
Shut the fuck up. You ain't a man. And you can't let no big rich nigga like Cam Newton disrespect you like that. I get what you're saying, but when it goes there, I can't be like, I don't get how it went there. And it can never go there. No, I'm trying to tell you. That's why niggas like Cam shouldn't run their mouth. And that's what his people was telling him, is like, that's why you gotta chill, because you can't control how people gonna respond to certain shit. And I know it's shocking to some people, but sometimes you'll get so mad that you'll do some shit you didn't even realize you're doing. That's why you have to control your anger, because once you get angry, that's when it's hard to control you altogether. Does that make sense? Cam, I knew with your apology that was some bullshit. That, just the whole title was clickbait. What was Cam Newton's title? Cam Newton breaks down the fight, full clip. He never even showed the clip. Bro, he lied in the title of his video. So
Zero credibility
in this situation.
they talking.
It should never get to the point.
It should never get to that point.
It should never get to the point where you putting your hands on another man. So as I'm walking up, this back to the story now.
Okay.
As I'm walking up the steps, he grabbed Steph.
Oh, so because Steph came before you.
Yeah, I walked up.
Steph walked up the stairs.
I'm the GM. I went up there. Let me
Steph walked up there.
Okay.
And as I'm walking up with Steph, Cam is in Steph's face. I made y'all responsible for everything y'all do, whatever. Then he grabbed Steph.
Okay.
So me being my little brother, and I'm walking up a flight of steps, and I see a 6'6" guy grabbing my brother.
And that's the
right. Cam ain't no little nigga. That's the other part you got to remember. You got to remember, this is a big ass giant grabbing your brother. The fuck you mean? Oh, well, you can't let it get there. It's there, bitch. We there.
Footage that everybody
That's what everybody's seeing.
Okay.
Like,
so that was the first altercation
Yeah,
that everybody saw.
Nothing else
Right
outside of
there.
him.
Okay.
outside of like, nobody's
Okay.
seeing like how he was talking crazy for the
like
past
that.
2 days. Like
Yeah.
nobody's seen that. Like, so he grabbed, bro. So like any big brother, like anybody that's got a, you know what I'm saying, somebody they care about, if you see somebody grabbing you gonna do something. Rather it's push them, rather it's grab them, you know what I'm saying? So I went with my first instinct, you know what I'm saying, get him off my little brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it just went from there. But it should have never got to the point
It should have never gotten
where
that
it got
far.
to that. And that's first and foremost, like what I want to do. I want to apologize to everybody that was out there and to the parents of not just our team, but everybody
that was affected by it.
Nah, fuck that. I ain't apologizing for shit. Y'all gotta stop being pussy. Y'all gotta start, y'all have to remind the world that we men, and sometimes men get in altercations that get physical. We gotta stop apologizing for being men. Oh, if anybody was affected. It'd be different if like 20, 30 people got hurt. Literally nobody got hurt. Some men got in a scuffle in an argument. A couple punches were thrown. Nobody was laid out. Nobody needed medical attention. These niggas, y'all don't need to apologize for shit. And I don't want to hear that shit. Oh, black people can't get together. Nigga, sometimes when white people get together at white sporting events, they get in fist fights and shit too. Yes, I don't like it. I don't like that fights happen and things happen at youth events or whatever. But bro, men stay men regardless of where they at. Men fight. That's how men handle arguments. I know people think that, oh, bro, there's still lots of fights that happen that don't end in people getting killed. So I know that's everybody's default now is, oh, but if you get in a fight, everybody's gonna get the gun. No, that's not as common as you think. That's considered hoe shit. Real men will duke it up, and the winner gets the spoils. Niggas sitting here apologize. Oh, we sorry that. Bro, you don't have to apologize when you tell me this nigga was running his mouth for 2 fucking days and we didn't say shit to this nigga. Then this nigga had the nerve to say he gonna do something to us, get his big ass up, this NFL MVP quarterback, gonna get his big ass up and approach us. And then he puts his hands on my brother. And we surprised that it got physical after that. First of all, why you surprised that Cam? I'm not even surprised Cam got physical with him. Why? Nigga, Cameron Darrell Newton has been a quarterback playing football since he was fucking like 7 years old. He's been taught to handle every fucking beef he has with somebody physically. He's been taught that. In the video, think about it. Cam Newton, big ass, bro, he's loved. Somewhat, right? He's loved. Did you hear any of that love in the tape? Did you hear anybody screaming, Don't hit Cam. Get off of Cam. Let Cam go. No, I actually heard people talking shit at Cam. This is why I'm inclined to believe their story. If Cam really wanted me to believe him, he should have apologized directly to these niggas. Cam almost made it seem, from the way Cam told his story, Cam almost made it seem like it was some rando niggas. How did he make it seem like that? He said, oh, I've had people, like he started talking about all the insults he's heard from random fans that don't like him. Oh, you lost your job to Mac Jones and da-da-da-da-da, and this, that, and the third. He compared those comments to this beef he got with niggas that used to work for him. These niggas used to work for him, bro. These wasn't just some random niggas he got, oh, I just lost my cool over just a comment from a fan. Nigga, you know these niggas, Cam. Just the fact that you ain't even letting it know that you actually know these niggas, I believe everything these niggas is saying. I'm sorry, and I fuck with Cam, bro. But I'm sorry on this one. I believe these niggas. Cam literally compared this to fans saying disrespectful shit about his football career. Why you didn't jump on that fumble? Mac Jones took your job. He compared it to shit like that when it ain't nothing like that. That's why as soon as this nigga came on, I was like, yeah, I used to work for this nigga. What? Yeah, we was working together for 5 years, and then this nigga was talking shit. Did it? What? Yeah, he wouldn't give me my tape and shit, so I left. What? All this shit. Meanwhile, I coached basketball on a professional level. It wasn't NBA. So all this shit, the jargon, even though it's football, I know exactly what the fuck he talking about. And that shit sound all believable. Sound like a cheapskate ass nigga that's trying to run an organization, but really ain't trying to put too much money in it. This nigga do a 14-minute video addressing the fight, full clip, breaking down the fight, full clip. And not one time in the 15-minute video does he mention he actually knew these niggas. Because everybody seen this shit was like, damn, he just got in a fight with some random motherfuckers. And then I had some people tell me, it was like, yo, Shay, they said that Cam was talking shit to them niggas. And niggas said, niggas, this been the word in the street that Cam was talking shit to them niggas for days. And it boiled over. So that's why it seemed like a sucker punch. It really wasn't a sucker punch. Because if you see Cam Newton in person, he grab your brother or something, yeah, you got to throw a punch. That might be the only thing that saved your brother. And when you look at it, think about it. Cam Newton is his shit and everything. This is why the police and the security came in kind of like they did. They knew Cam was wrong than a motherfucker, but they didn't know. They couldn't just like fuck them niggas up because they knew they didn't do nothing. They knew they was low-key defending themselves. This shit's insane, bro.
That should have never happened. Like, we should have been able to sit down and talk. Like, there's no reason we should be yelling at each other while a game going on. Like, ain't none of that necessary.
Well, do you think that there is a space for you guys to sit down and possibly talk, you know, because
she got on my favorite headphones ever. I wish I owned a pair. I owned a pair for a little while, but like when I bought them, at the time when I bought them, I had to take them back. I just couldn't afford them. The motherfuckers, they came out, I think them headphones she got on came out in like 1985, and they are still the best headphones in the world. So eventually when I get rich, I'll get on them motherfuckers. I think you can get a pair for $245, around $245 to $300.
I get it. Right now,
definitely radio station standard.
Emotions may be high, you know.
Them motherfuckers is like butter.
They still high. You probably still pissed, like, you know, about just everything that transpired. There's probably hella people calling you, texting you, DMing you or whatever. So I know like emotions are still high right now. But do you think that when everything dies down, will there be a time that you guys can actually sit and talk about like what happened? Because you guys are...
it sounds like Cam just has very big hate for these niggas.
You guys are black men in the community that are doing right by younger men.
Right.
You know? So you guys are examples to these younger men.
And that kind of make Cam look stupid too when it's like they had 5 niggas win the Super Bowl, bro. So they coming off a Super Bowl win. Remember, they said when they left Cam, it was basically some Jerry Maguire shit. When they left Cam, he said they had like 1 or 2 like kids fucking with them, period. They said they had like, what did they say? A couple 16, 17-year-olds, a couple 15-year-olds or some shit like that. And then they went from that when they left Cam to they had 5 motherfuckers win the Super Bowl. Sound like Cam got a little jealous of these niggas' success. Because this sounds like the first time he's seen them niggas since they had that shit. And them niggas might have had some extra bop in their stuff. But boy, did they earn it. Good night, Boston. But boy, did they earn that shit. That's why Cam can't call them out. These niggas is big business in the community. Bro, the king. Cam said one thing that was extremely telling. When he said, people make fun of him for still being a free agent. And I'm like, nigga, you think you a free agent? Called Joe Flacco before they called you. You're done. Call Joe Flacco. Bro, they gave you Christian McCaffrey. Brock Purdy game managed his way with Christian McCaffrey. And they've been knocking at the door. At least they've been knocking at the door the last couple of years. You had Christian McCaffrey. And yeah, you had a late Steve Smith, but man, you had enough, bro. And then I don't know why you agreed to go to New England. That was just never going to be a fit because they was going to put you, if you even remotely was looking like Tom Brady, they was going to fuck your career up. Exactly, Blessed. Ain't nobody calling that nigga. They called Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco looked good for one game and looked okay the rest. Nigga, Joshua Dobbs, they signed, Joshua Dobbs played backup quarterback for multiple teams. He played backup quarterback for Arizona. Kyler Murray come back. They cut him, and then he got signed to Minnesota when Kirk Cousins went down. Like, nigga, you're retired. Gardner Minshew, throwing for the Colts. Guy who the fuck was throwing for C.J. Stroud. You got motherfucking Tommy DeVito. All these niggas, you the MVP Cam Newton. This nigga, yeah, nigga, I'm a free agent. Nigga, you're retired. You need to just bow out gracefully and just do this podcast, nigga. Geno Smith got another chance. Nigga, they did everything, the Jets did everything they could to get Aaron Rodgers so they didn't have to watch Zach Wilson throw. Aaron, why I want to keep calling this nigga Andrew? Aaron Rodgers gets hurt the first fucking drive of the season. The first drive of the season. Did they call your black ass to come fill in? They went back to the nigga they did not want to go to under any circumstance. What's your boy in Washington? That's what I'm saying. This is the weakest crop of quarterbacks ever, and Cam Newton can't get a job. It's almost like you took a knee during the national anthem, nigga. When I just thought Cam Newton was retired. When he said that shit in that, I was like, wait, so you blackballed? Yes, Sam Howell, nigga. These niggas got Sam Howell out there over you. This shit laughable, bro. Saints will put in Jameson Winston before they call your black ass. Desmond Riddle. It's no bueno for you, bro. Teddy Bridgewater got a backup job still. I think he just officially retired, but he retired from an actual job. That's why I like Cam Newton, bro. I lost a lot of respect for Cam Newton in this because now I know this shit was all his fault. And them niggas should have beat his ass. Tyrod, bounce from team to team. He keep a job. This nigga like you a free agent. Fired, nigga. I'm so sorry. That fucked me up because this nigga's retired. Nigga, you quit.
I mean, I actually think that's the kind of like the best thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, right now, it's about, you know what I'm saying, just getting people to understand who we are. Because, like, looking at the 7-second video, it just looked like, you know what I'm saying, two crazy dudes jumping on the NFL player. And that's not the case. Like, you got an NFL guy talking crazy to people, and it's been going on. Like, if you ask anybody about me personally, or ask about us personally, like, you'll never hear him hear him.
Have you heard anybody from Atlanta hopping on the internet exposing these niggas for clout yet? I ain't heard nobody from the event come out in defense of Cam. Nobody. Nobody's come on the internet like, yeah, them niggas just jumped on Cam for no reason. Nobody.
Say anything like, I've seen TJ mad, I've seen TJ loud, yelling at anybody, nothing like that. That ain't me. And you know what I'm saying? So for you to see me in that element, you got to know if I'm wrong. But if you ask about who bro is, like, you going to hear, like, different antics, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So certain stories match up with certain stuff.
It's too you got that NFL world, you got everybody that's in that NFL world, and then you got the world that don't nobody know. You got just NFL fans or fans of certain players or just people, regular people who just don't know and open up their phone and see whatever. So I personally feel like it's so, what makes it more difficult is that you got this side, which is the football world, who in the football world, they know you. Yeah. So they know that you're the type of person like, oh, they don't get out of character. But these other people see and they don't even know who you are. They don't know who you are. They may think that you're someone random. They don't know that the relationship that you guys have with him.
And these did it professionally too. I have to tip my hat to how they did this. For them to come have a sit down to talk calmly about it. Bro, how many times we seen niggas get out of a situation like that, they adrenaline pumping, and they get right on the live. Man, that nigga Cam been talking shit, nigga, on my motherfucking mama, nigga. He was up there running his motherfucking mouth, nigga, and we had to stand on business, nigga. These niggas didn't do none of that. I salute these niggas.
It's not like that you're random. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, how long y'all known each other? How long y'all know Cam?
Cam for about maybe 5-6 years.
Right.
Cam, you done known these niggas half a decade and you don't even mention it? Come on, bro.
Right. And y'all build a relationship with each other.
Yeah, I always know.
You get what I'm saying?
And then even after that, like, it's always been on my behalf, like, for me, like, it's always been respect for Cam. It's always been show love to
and
Cam.
It's still
like,
respect.
it's still respect. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I just never felt the love. You know how you show somebody more love than they show you back. So it's just like, okay, cool. Like, I understand the boundary. You know what I'm saying? There's no love lost to that. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm going to tell you what probably shocked them. The shit talking is one thing. I'm going to tell you something. Understand. You notice that it happened after the fucking game because the shit talking during the game, bro, some people are like that, man. Some people are like that. You would be astonished to the shit some motherfuckers will say to confirm best friend out on a court or a field during and this is in the summertime and shit too. It ain't always just the Super Bowl where niggas is talking. No. Some people, that's just how they play. Confronting, running down on niggas after the buzzer, bro. I know y'all don't see it happen on TV a lot. Or y'all don't see it happen really ever. Y'all never see them niggas fight. Because them niggas figured it out. First of all, it's so expensive for them niggas to throw a punch out on the floor. So you've seen it in basketball games where niggas are getting fights and both get ejected, or getting arguments and both get ejected, and one of the niggas point or both niggas run to the back. It's because niggas getting fights back there all the time. All the time. So that's why I'm not surprised. I'm glad they're calm, but that's why I'm not surprised. Cause bro, they used to this. It's just like, what the fuck is Cam on? It's kind of that's their energy. I don't know what that nigga was on.
Or nothing. It's just, you know, we had to go our separate ways, and you know what I'm saying? It was what it was.
I just feel like even with C1N, just in general, I feel like we overly played our part as far as like putting your brand on the map. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you got a platform, you know what I'm saying? Like, we never was asked to do anything with you, you know what I'm saying? But we made the lesser teams in your program come up to be something else because we found kids. We flew them in. We let them stay at our house. Like, we took care of them. We fed them, you know what I'm saying? So and that had really nothing to do with him. It was just more like, it's still your brand. This your brand on our jerseys.
Yeah, so this is what I'm getting from everything. Is from my understanding, it's you feel like, I'm gonna say you because you didn't say it out of your mouth, but you said that you didn't feel valued. Okay, and then you said that there were some things that you were doing and you felt like he could have been helping a little bit more. Right. So neither one of you guys felt valued as much as you should have.
Yeah, but
right?
It's no love lost. Like,
it's not. I'm not saying there's no love lost.
We got enough going on outside of C1N on our own to where we felt
we was
comfortable.
Cool.
Like, man, bro, we can go do our own. We can get jerseys. We can get uniforms.
And it was never
we can get
no,
people to sponsor us, bro. We
never no
good
issue.
people. We do right by a lot of people.
But this what I'm getting at though, because I'm not saying that that he should or he shouldn't or anything like that. But what I'm saying is I feel like it was a lot of emotions that you guys should have spoke about.
Yeah, it wasn't
because it wasn't talked about because you're saying you didn't feel valued, but he may not have known that. And he's probably upset. I don't know, because I don't know him, but he's probably upset because he don't know why you probably left or he talking shit or whatever. And it's just a whole bunch of men who are upset and they're going at it, and now you try.
Bro, are you really trying to film-splain a football argument? Yep, she's single. She's single, or she would have beta. Total beta.
Me as a man, and now I got to do that to you because you're not going to embarrass me in front of these people.
But it's not really more so us going at.
We still spoke up and let it be known.
We always
because like, he had whiff of it. It was never. It
wasn't like it was unspoken. Okay.
Right.
This was preordained.
It's never been a situation to where we going out of our way to disrespect him or anybody at C1N.
Okay.
I still train a lot of kids that play for C1N right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, those my little brothers. Like, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
We love a lot of kids over there. We raised a lot of the kids. And it's like, if you make a decision to play with Cam, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's not no issue. We can't.
Cam get ready to tell them niggas, hey, can't fuck with them niggas. It's a rap. Go over there, bitch.
we can't put no gun in your head to make you come play with us or whatever. And it's like, you know, we still do right by you, but it's like go about it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And let it be known.
So moving forward, what do you guys see yourself doing to move forward from this situation, to handle this, like to resolve the situation?
Moving forward, I mean, honestly, just like for me, starting training, like this was a spiritual journey for me. You know what I'm saying? God just sat me down and told me, look, I used to cook too. So God just sat me down and told me, look, you're either gonna cook or you're gonna coach. And if you're gonna coach, you're gonna trust me through this whole process. So I'm
listening, kid.
Trusting God for the last 6 years. I started out training my little brother. Now we one of the top receiver companies in the nation, in the world.
Take that from us.
And God, I built that with God and trusting Him through the hard times, the tribulations, with just like any businessman would know. Like you have your ups, you have your downs. You have your $50 days, you have your no dollar days, you have your $2,000 days. Right. It is what it is. But all this been built with God. So in this moment, like to the world, it's just like it is what it is. Like people gonna always think, you know, social media gonna. Whatever, the little memes, all that, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, God know my heart, you know what I'm saying? And everybody that know me know who I am, you know what I'm saying? So everything I'm saying, it justifies itself. I know who I am as a person. And moving forward, you know what I'm saying? I'm always still know who I am, you know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, and rather it get talked about with Cam or we sit down and talk about it or however we need to go about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm with that because at the end of the day, it's about these kids. Right. You know what I'm saying? But in this moment right now, you know, I just don't want people thinking that I'm somebody that, you know, that I'm not.
And me being in media and me being in the light, I go viral a lot of times. But I be saying some bullshit sometimes, right? But half of me be like, really, I be meaning it. Right. You know? But there are so many people that got something to say. They always have something to say. It don't matter if they fuck with you or if they don't. They gonna say something. Right. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You don't have to validate anything. Right. You don't have to say anything. You know, because Beyonce, I don't know if you probably don't, you know, Beyonce don't say nothing. Any type of anything that come out.
Beyonce don't play football either, bitch. Calm down, Shay.
Now, she want to go renegade? Go renegade, bitch.
This bitch brought up Beyonce about a football argument. Especially when she don't even realize that these niggas handled it the best possible way, because normally football scuffles like that turn into fucking brawls.
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
About her at all, she don't say a word. Right. You know, and I had to go through that phase to where, like, I always felt like I had to speak up.
You had to clear it up.
I had to clear it up every time. I'm always in the comments because it be people in the comments, and I'm always in the comments like, but that's not what I was saying. What I was saying was, and I'm just like, why am I doing that?
But they still giving you attention.
Exactly. Right. And it's like, why? You know, you're gonna hear, because at the end of the day, you can tell your story, they're gonna believe you or they not. Yeah. Regardless, you know?
What the fuck are you
so,
talking about?
So, yeah, that's my little spiel.
I mean, me personally, just like how you were saying, I like...
hired you because they think you cute.
Cam from Atlanta, I'm from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a little different with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not one of them type of people, I don't have no ego. Like, I feel like I'm one of them type of people that pass the ball. Like, I don't take all the credit. I wouldn't be really kind of doing this without him. And, you know, the relationships I had in college football and stuff like that. I got a lot of relationships with a lot of coaches, a lot of people. You know, and my whole thing is just like, you know, Cam, like, and if it was ever any issue where it wasn't like, I done tried to talk to you. I done tried to, you know, like, let it be known what it is or whatever like that. But it's just like, you know, we competitive people. Like, we in competitive nature, you know what I'm saying? So, like, either way it go, I'm one of them type people, like, where it's like, you know, if it come to a point where we can, you know, sit down or whatever, cool. But it's like, you know, whenever you feel the need. Because it's like, I'm not going to go out my way to try to speak to a man, you know what I'm saying, if he don't want to speak to me or whatever like that, but I'm open to it because I deal with kids, you know what I'm saying, and we deal with like draft prospects, like, you know, people that really like value our opinion. It was a lot of people hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even negative. It was just like, what you need us to do. And I'm just like, you know, I'm not gonna put any lies or negative light around bro, because it's like he does do a lot for these kids. He has been having his organization for a long time, way before we came. And the realest thing he ever said was, C1N ain't gonna go on with it without y'all, and it will. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we may have our own opinion in house about how we feel about how you run it, but he gonna run his program how you want to run his program, just like we gonna run ours.
Yeah.
And,
so do you think because you said you may, like, if he's willing to talk, then you're willing to talk. Both of you guys are willing to talk, but you guys know him personally. You have his number, right?
No, he always called us private.
No, we don't have his number. He never followed us on social media until we started the team. So it's like, it's kind of like, it's one of them things where it's like, it's a lot that's in the air, but it's like, it never got clear. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay. Well, before we wrap this interview up, or this conversation, because I don't like calling this interview. Is there anything else that you guys would like to say, or is there any anything that you guys have coming up?
Nah, girl, I'm good. I'm not good at this at all. Now, there is one thing I have to hit before I go. Last night, somebody super chatted in the chat by the name of Kara Wilson. If you were here, I don't know if you remember or not. I told Kara to send me an email. Kara sent an email that says the following. I am the mother of Alexis Wilson, a 19-year-old killed by Dalton, Illinois police on 7/27/2021. On that horrific evening, there was an officer present by the name of Ryan Perez. I refer to him as, quote, the puncher, end quote. This officer escalated the situation by punching Alexis in her face within 52 seconds of his arrival. Perez has been involved in several killings resulting in lawsuits and should never have been on the streets that evening. I truly believe my daughter would still be here. I don't have the resources to gather all the information regarding everything that this officer has done, but I have attached a few. This town is incredibly corrupt, including the mayor, Tiffany Henyard, the police chief, and the entire terrorizing police force. Tons of FOIA requests have been ignored completely. The mayor is involved in several lawsuits. The residents voted to recall her as mayor, but a judge threw it out. She was hiring felons, a violent kidnapper rapist, which we reported on, was given a position where he wore a badge and drove an unmarked car and entered people's homes. You can verify all of this. There were many articles written. Perez was named in a lawsuit recently in which the two victims' families won $33.5 million. The mayor is appealing that lawsuit. A higher court just reversed a decision to acquit him in the murder of a man in a hospital. There is another death at a gas station in Sibley that I don't have details on. Beating on my daughter causing her death in July 2021 on Sibley. He shot another person in May 2022 on Sibley, no details. Please do look into this. All right, so I'm going to pull up one of these news joints that she linked to. Man, the FBI there, they looking into everything. They looking into that police department, everything. The part that the feds got everybody tricked on is making them think they just looking at Tiffany Henyard. The feds are there. And they should, because the fucking police department, remember, this extra security she got ain't private security, it's the police department. So they know she in bed with the police chief. The police chief has sat on that stage and lied on record several times because he don't think anybody ever noticed that it would matter. And it's all coming to a head, bro. So yeah, I'm expecting the police to, have a lot of changes popping off in that motherfucker. But let's read the facts in this other case. So Shout out to Kara Wilson. I told her I would make sure I spoke on this evening. I'm really reading about stupid ass cops, bro. I ain't really a fan of cops much at all. I gotta be honest, there's a special place for them really, really stupid niggas. And I'm not referring to hell, just with me personally. He ain't that petty, please. Whether or not you go to hell ain't up to me. Fortunately for you. If it was up to me, I'm a little more forgiving. All right, let me switch this over. All right. You can. Hit that like button if you haven't already. It is Friday night. Two families awarded $33.5 million in Dalton police misconduct lawsuit. Bro, they have cost the city so much money. Let's see what this clip's talking about.
A Cook County jury has issued one of the largest police misconduct verdicts in.
See if I can find it, 'cause that audio is low as shit. Find the report on screen or read it. 2 seconds. Found it. So it's 2 reports. We'll watch the first. We'll watch both these reports first. I might not even have to read it because the reading is most likely what we're getting ready to watch in both of them. That's how they always do it. This will be even better. Sure, I got this. All right, it's basically the same one from 2 different channels. All right, let's check out the first one.
Tactical nuke incoming!
What's up, guys? It's JoJo Alonzo from iHeart's 105.3.
A Cook County jury has issued one of the largest police misconduct verdicts in Illinois history.
$33.5 million were awarded to 2 families in connection to a fatal police chase in Dalton back in 2016. Casey Cronus is live with more on this story. Casey?
Anthony and Sally, one man was killed and another was severely injured when Dalton police were pursuing the car they were passengers in back in 2016 during an attempted traffic stop. This all happened in October of 2016. 19-year-old John Kiles was ejected from the car and died when the driver lost control and collided with a dumpster and parked car. Another passenger, Dwayne Dunlap, suffered a traumatic brain injury and other life-altering injuries. On behalf of the families, attorneys with Lovey and Lovey sued the Village of Dalton and the Dalton police officers involved in that chase for wrongful death and negligence, among other misconduct claims. And last night, a jury awarded $33.5 million to those families, about $10 million for the family of Kyles and about $23 million for Dunlap to assist with his ongoing medical care.
I miss John so much. No amount of money could bring him back. I appreciate the jury.
Didn't bring back John Kyles, didn't make Dwayne Dunlap whole again, but signaled loud and clear with the magnitude of this verdict that what happened was wrong and unjustified.
We reached out to the Village of Dalton and the Dalton Police Department for their response to this verdict, but have yet to hear back. Live in Fulton Market, Casey Cronus, Fox 32, Chicago.
A large verdict against the Village of Dalton after a deadly crash involving the police there. $33.5 million.
And see, this is shit people don't even know about, bro.
$1 paid out to the family of a man killed during an attempted police stop in Dalton and another man who was seriously injured. CBS 2 investigator Megan Hickey joins us live with details. And Megan, attorneys say this all started with the driver rolling through a stop sign.
Right, Joe, and a Cook County jury awarded the family of the man who died $10 million and the man who suffered a traumatic brain injury $23 million. The families say that this justice was about 6 years in the making. This incident happened in October of 2016.
Blasting through stop sign after stop sign after stop sign, chasing a driver who is showing no sign of stopping. Police are supposed to ask themselves, is it worth it? If somebody innocent's going to get hurt.
Now, John Christopher Kyles pictured here is the man who lost his life, and then here is Dwayne Dunlap, the man who was severely injured. Both were passengers in a car driven by a man named Demetrius Sorrells. According to the lawsuit, Sorrells skidded through a stop sign near Greenwood Road and Sibley Boulevard in Dalton. That's when the lawsuit says that Dalton police executed a high-speed chase exceeding 80 miles per hour and passing through multiple stop signs. That chase lasted about a mile until the car crashed behind the New Zion Covenant Church. Kyles was killed, and attorneys say Dwayne Dunlap suffered severe permanent injuries. The driver, Demetrius Sorrells, was charged with reckless homicide and named alongside the Village of Dalton in that lawsuit. Court filings also stated that Dalton has one of the highest, if not the highest, rates of police chases in Illinois. In the 5 years prior to this chase, Dalton had been involved in approximately 50 police chases. About half resulted in crashes involving personal injury or death or property damage. Dwayne Dunlap's mother told us the settlement doesn't make them whole, but it will help them cover his vast medical expenses.
It's not going to make them wet. First of all, I don't even believe that story. Because the story they tell where it's like they ran from the police and then a crash happened and the police owed $33.5 million. Nah, it was a little more to that. Nah.
Not slick.
It's a little more to that.
But it'll make us have a comfortable life.
Now, in a statement from the village spokesperson, they said that this was an unfortunate series of events and took place under a previous administration. We also heard from...
Yeah, this ain't Tiffany shit. Yeah, okay, bitch. You got it.
The attorney of one of the officers involved, who said that the verdict rendered by the jury had nothing to do with the actions or inactions of Dalton police officers. We'll have much more coming up at 6. Live in the Loop, Megan Hickey, CBS 2 Investigators.
All right, Megan, thank you.
A large verdict.
I'm gonna look further into some of this shit. She asked me to. That's fucking crazy. $80-mile-an-hour speed chasing, y'all running through stop signs. Because, man, as soon as that shit happened to the police, they think it's a fucking movie. That's the only real experience they got with that shit is seeing a motherfucker do the shit in the movie. Damn, these niggas stupid. 33.5 million. Yeah, y'all fucked up. And that bitch probably went to Vegas after that shit. They said they got the most motherfucking, and this bitch still running around with, and bro, like I said, the way she been fucking up and the way shit is in that town, she might need that security right now. And I don't say that shit wishing nothing on her, bet nobody do nothing stupid or whatever, because all you would be doing is helping her play victim. If y'all niggas did anything, all she gonna do is play victim, niggas. So but at this juncture, she's like, I can't say that she's begging the motherfucking community. It's like she's begging the community, like, come fuck with her. And then she ain't been getting no flack really nationally outside of like national YouTubers. Then she goes on Roland Martin just to create a whole new enemy for no fucking reason. Fox 32 been on this bitch head though. Jump. Dane Placco hit. There's no way Dane Placco gonna hit me back. Nigger. He's listening right now, so he was coming until I just said he said that. My bad. Players fuck up. Well, here's the thing: the cops. She's only allowed to be at the only security she's allowed to have is police officers. But she's taking the shit to a whole nother level where it's like, obviously they gonna. Oh, she just wants the cops to protect her, right? And so, how does she do that? Well, yeah, she got that detail. They getting all this overtime, and they trying to, and because they like, we get all this overtime, we spending up all the money, and so yeah, we'll just help her try to extort more money out of them to pay the bills. Even though this shit ain't working, but that was the play, and they already know she's already fired one police chief, so the other police chief, I ain't saying that nigga would be playing clean if she wasn't there, because no, this nigga's a liar too, but shit, he's already seen the nigga get fired. And the last nigga didn't even do nothing. His wife was friends with somebody she like, fired him, the police chief. So yeah, the new police chief gonna get up there on demon time and lie for that bitch. But here's the problem that I think Tiffany Henyard's not realizing. I don't think she understands that there's a difference between getting a nigga to lie for you in a council meeting or a board meeting or some shit like that. It's different to get a nigga to lie for you there versus getting a nigga to lie for you on the stand. One thing I can promise you, Janice, the fact that she did that Roland interview, she know Roland want to interview her again. She's not gonna give him that opportunity. And then the news ain't said nothing really. She feel like such a winner right now. She low-key like, nigga, I won, bro. Her whole crew has to be grimy. She won't, you can't be around her if you're not grimy. If you trying to do anything, like, so if you come to her and she, from what everything I've heard, she's the type where literally it's small shit where it's like, hey, you can't do this. This is against the law. She'll be like, nigga, you're going to do it. I'm going to do it. You're going to help me do it. And if you don't, I'm going to get somebody that will. So that's the only problem with a lot of niggas say, well, I ain't have no choice. Well, nigga, yes, you did. You knew that she was evil. It's one thing if a motherfucker was like, well, he was asking me to break small rules. No, this bitch flat out like rolling ass Jason House like. So when you as the trustees, y'all have the majority and y'all vote for these bills to get paid, who is the person that pays that? Who is the person that writes the check for that? Jason's like, yeah, that person you're talking about, well, that person has to report directly to the mayor. And if they do their job like they're supposed to, the mayor will fire them. Roland didn't even, man, Roland embarrassed. Then Roland try to get mad at everybody. Nigga, you should have did just a tad bit of homework. And I know you don't want to really throw your team under the bus, and that's admirable. And there's no shade to that when I say that's admirable. But you just need to just leave that part alone, because what you can't turn around and be like is, I don't see how niggas was talking shit. Y'all don't know how hard this job. Nigga, most motherfuckers have done way more work on this story than you. I don't even have 10,000 followers, and I've done way over the last couple of months, Roland, while covering other stories too. And here's the crazy part. Roland's the political guy. I don't do politics at all. This is just a really infatuating story to me because I've never heard of some dictatorship like this. And the story just keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper with the shit happening in that small ass city. He's supposed to be the political guy and he don't know nothing about this lady. And he gonna try to say people like me and anybody else, which when I say people like me, I don't want to be like I'm putting myself with people like Hannibal and Pink Book Lessons, you know, the goats of this shit. Nigga, they just regular YouTubers like everybody else, which no shade. You the politician, you in the politics. You got caught flat-footed. What you should have did was apologize to everybody. And then for him, and then that shit was fake when he's like, and I want answers and blah, 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 blah. This nigga know damn well that bitch ain't hitting him back. She got him. I would have respected Roland if he'd have came on the next day, roasted her like he did, the roasting and exposing her. I'm with that, Roland. You still didn't have all the facts, but you had enough that would have buried her if she was still there. But what you should have did was be like, bro, missed opportunity. I missed the shot, y'all. We weren't prepared like we should have been, and that's on us, and we will be better. Bro, that gives your show character and integrity. No, this nigga come out, anybody criticizing my shit, fuck you. First of all, he fucked up just doing it like that. He should have, they should have told, if she was like, I gotta do it like in DC one day, he should have said, no, I gotta advertise it. But she probably wouldn't even let him know, bro. They play. Whoever set that shit up for her, they are blackballed. They burnt the bridge. They burnt a big bridge for no reason. The devil made them do it, I guess. The devil ain't make you do shit. The devil suggested it. You did it. That's all he could really do is suggest some shit. low-key owe Jason an apology. But that's what happens when you play shit by a narrative. Because people can't, okay, for example, if I was getting ready to interview Tiffany Henyard, you can't really tell me a narrative to go with. Where you're like, all right, look, we got the mayor in here and she's talking about how the trustees be harassing her. And don't you know one of the trustees called and we're going to interview him next. And then, but you got to give Roland credit on this much. Yeah, he was going hard at Jason in the beginning, but once he was hearing what Jason was really accusing her and he started thinking about some of the shit she was saying, he did ease up. He didn't treat Jason like he didn't believe him. In the beginning, yeah, he was cutting him off a little bit. But once he, because he asked Jason, like, nigga, so are you saying they are doing this? Yes. Roland's just kind of like, when he woke up the next morning and saw how he got eliminated and saw how easy it was to have all that shit about her, yeah, somebody got a tongue lashing. Somebody, hey, Loke, you want to know something crazy? Roland need to check whoever set that up. Because whoever set that up, hey, man, they low-key could have got $10,000, $15,000, maybe even $20,000. Hey, just get her on the air with Roland without giving him all the notes on her. Hey, we'll throw you 20 bands right now. What, she ain't gonna do it? Or whoever? Motherfucker probably do it for 5. Whoever's booking Roland's show and in charge of that shit, they not rich. He not rich. So yeah, I can see Tiff them greasing somebody up. Because they ain't got enough money to grease Roland. And you want to know something else I realized? What date did she do that interview? She did that interview on February 28th. Why is that relevant? What did we find out in that video last night? Keith took his name off of the motherfucking shit February 26th. So, y'all got to give Roland that. If Roland had done his research and he jaded her down, because that's the one thing everybody said, man, if you would have brought up Keith Freeman, you know what she was going to say? Keith Freeman's not the registered agent on anything concerning a charity with my name. That's how you know the shit that Roland had about all came from old girl, because it was all old girl had on fucking Hannibal, which was cool. Keith Freeman changed his name off on the 26th. She went and did that interview the 28th. So even if he had brought up Keith Freeman, she still could have been like, I think you're mistaken. Me and Keith Freeman's names are not on any type of charity that has anything to do, that claims to have anything to do with us or with me. So she had the nigga by the balls anyway. Like, when I think about that part, when that nigga showed that he changed that shit on the 26th, that floored me. Cause I'm like, so if he had brought up Keith Freeman, she could have denied that too. And we would have lost it. When we was watching that shit, and she'd be like, Keith Freeman's name's not on that charity, we would have lost it. We've only been talking about this shit for the last couple weeks, on and off. And we would have been wrong. They some dirty motherfuckers. But the feds saw it all, so. Again, guess who they literally, when they had to change the filing, guess what changing the filing means? That means you have to go tell the feds you changing it. These niggas just don't be understanding basic shit. Basic shit. Well, that's the thing, Janice. Normally that could be the case, but man, she done so much, and it's still more. It's confirmed more shit. So, who knows? The way I'm gonna get my black ass down the road. Get ready for Saturday. One more day in the work week. The weekend is here though. Hopefully the weather's warming back up where you are. If not, I'm sorry. If it is for you, make sure you get outside and enjoy it. But for now, say goodnight to your boy. Monday, early show Monday. Early show Monday. Get your popcorn ready. She's going to act a fucking fool. Janice, Blessing, Latasha. Man, I was very disappointed in that Joe Rogan, Cat Williams shit. Extremely disappointed. Because all it was just Joe Rogan trying to get Cat Williams to say that he don't believe in God and God is stupid and anybody that believes in Jesus is idiot. Like Joe Rogan is like literally, that's how he got so big. He's a devil worshiper. 16 million. Look at his motherfucking thumbnail on his channel. Satanic looking. This nigga be gaslighting scripture and all types of shit, bro. So, this nigga think he the smartest nigga ever because he thinks he's been able to piece together pieces. Bro, do you not know that there will never be a complete account of history? Look at your family right now. Think about your personal life. Has your personal life been accounted historically correctly? So, and do you know other family? Like, yeah, y'all got some pictures of shit like that. But again, with the way my shit is, people can make me look like I was one of the most famous motherfuckers ever a generation from now. This is before I hit 10,000. So for you to think that you was able to take some stories that people have throughout history, whether true or not, even if all of them are fucking true, it's still several holes in shit. You think you got it figured out all so you can say that it wasn't God because that's just too simple. But good luck with that. The Cat Williams interview was boring as fuck. It was so boring. It was so boring. But then again, I'm probably lying. Good night, Jerry. You stay blessed as well. I love y'all to death, bro. God is great. I shall see y'all tomorrow. We less than 500 away from 10,000. Should have another short or two tomorrow. News been slow the last day or so, so I ain't did no shorts because I don't want to just overload the shorts with just Dalton shorts and it'd be hard to come up out of that. So, I don't force it. I take what God gives us. But then again, I'm probably lying. Good night, Kendra. I see all y'all here in a couple of hours. I'm out of here, man. Oh, Kendra, they had to move your logo a little bit, but I told them go ahead because what you gonna do? Say no? I doubt it. I'm out of here. I love y'all, man. Peace.
The Baconator. The names that these American people come up with.
That's a good name.
It is a good name.
The Baconado.
I never get nothing like this in the UK.
3, 2, 1.
That's delicious. Oh my word. This wins, I don't care. No. Is Wendy's close to here? Too much bacon. Okay.
I'm gonna bring my son back like next week.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dap me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
what's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside? Don't ski. These are the guys.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve LeBron. It's okay, I have vape in here, right?
Set the mood right. If you up, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in the G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 You've got me wrapped up in your love.
Barely.
Finding you is like a treasure. Making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your success and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know I stay by your side. Never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Yeah, attraction. Yeah, yeah, you want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 Baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night.
But of course, Janice. I don't know what just happened to my soundboard there, but God is great. There it goes. It's like it
Crushed
died,
it.
I love y'all to death, man. I'll see y'all in a couple hours. God is great.